What's good, boys? This is Edwin at Nonsensical Knowledge. I'm sitting here with my brothers, Adam Davidson and my brother, Tom Seymour. What's good, boys?
What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up?
What it is, dude. Fuck, dude. It's so hard getting you here lately. You
Oh, I
know what I
know.
mean? Between the fucking shit that's just going on out there, man, and life.
Yeah,
You know
dude.
what I mean?
I was even like, Cahoes, all right, let's see how this
Oh,
goes.
man.
But
Yeah.
at least you're up here by the river, not down in Cahoes.
Right.
Yeah, dude. It's well, thanks to Adam for letting us post up the podcast today because at my house it's impossible to do what the fuck we want to do
Right.
and have silence. You know what I
Right.
mean?
For sure.
So, dude, what the fuck is going on out there? What do you guys think? What the fuck is up?
Well, rest in peace, George Floyd.
Fucking
For sure.
A.
We'll start right off with,
Word.
we'll cut right into it. I mean, he was murdered.
Fucking A, right?
You can't deny that. And as far as the rioters go, and all the rioting, do I think burning and looting and all that stuff is the right thing to do?
I think it's
Probably not.
I think it's the necessary thing to do.
But what
Well-
other options have they had?
Right,
You know what I mean?
Right.
Adam and I had spoke about this earlier,
It's-
and it's he felt as though it's not the way. You know what I mean? But
They're all suffocating in their way, whether, what I mean? And it's like this is their attempt at trying to breathe. Like,
yeah,
they,
for
like,
sure.
Well, I mean, they had to see it coming. You know what I mean? Like, time and time again, the same shit keeps happening. You know what I mean? So,
Well, right, and I think it's reached such a boiling point that it's gotten to a point where the violence is the only way, dude. Like,
Well-
I mean, you tried kneeling, you tried marching, you tried protesting, you tried peaceful shit, dude. Like, I'm a firm believer. Just this is my own personal opinion, is that when it's enough is enough. You know what I mean? And coming from the United States of America, where our fucking country was built on revolution and the overthrowing tyranny. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like now, okay, well, you guys can protest, but you can't overthrow the tyranny that you you experience. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's plain as day. It's
Right.
like you can't excuse it anymore, And it used to be swept way easier because of the lack of technology, but
Yeah.
now.
Can you get
you
that
know.
just
But
a
the-
little closer to you?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
But,
perfect.
but
That's
there's got to
way
be a better way, though, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
But-
Because you're affecting people that it has nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, that was one thing that was said to me, man, last night about the Albany thing is like me, I'm fucking all cops are bastards 24/7 day. You know what I mean? Every day of my life.
destroy their shit. Don't
But
destroy.
but here's the thing is that's what put it in perspective for me is that somebody had mentioned, he's like, well, there's kids over there. You know what I mean? There's kids that are living in those neighborhoods that are
Right.
fucking terrified right now.
right.
And that sense of humanity, for me, at least, put it in perspective. But at the same time, listen, when we were at war, you know what I mean, it didn't matter.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
just
mean?
it. Black neighborhoods
fucking
right
didn't
now
matter.
are at
You know
war.
what I mean?
Well, right.
And it sucks that it's like, and as far as like other people's businesses and property and personal property, I believe in the Second Amendment. And I believe that anybody that's actually worried about their property has the right to defend their property.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's just another.
Well,
if someone gets shot looting,
But
play
that's-
stupid games, stupid prizes, it's all. But it's.
well,
Rage is rage.
You're
and-
well within your rights,
Right,
To
exactly.
do such
Well,
a thing.
and they're trying to take that right away from us at the same
No,
time.
not
At the same
well,
time.
sort of in backdoor ways. You know what I mean? But like right now, during the rioting and during the protests, there's people all over that are fucking lining up right out in front of their shops and saying, "Yo."
And it's
go ahead,
working, just
go
like in
ahead.
1992 with like the roof Koreans that
Yeah,
you hear
the
about.
the
like,
Watts.
Right.
And
They
Watts.
they had because the cops went and defended Chauvin.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
They went right to his house. They abandoned all the people of the city that actually pay for their taxes and for their job, and you know what I mean? And
Yeah, dude.
they left to go defend
Right.
somebody that was probably should have been dragged, but that's
Well-
my opinion.
Well, but that's that double-edged sword that we deal with as a society. Is just like we need to pass legislation that holds these people accountable.
More accountable.
You know what I
absolutely.
mean? Because
makes them scared to do those things.
to do those
Right.
things. And body cameras have made a difference, but not enough of a difference, because these
They still get off
these
without going to jail.
situations. Yeah, for sure.
Every time
They just get
Right.
fired, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or they have to get forced to resign. It's
Yeah.
there's no actual justice. It's like especially when someone and not even with cops, just like in the justice system itself, like a
Itself.
black woman and a white woman that commit the same exact crime, that black woman loses her kids and does 20 years, where the white woman gets off with a slap on the
Well,
wrist.
did you
know
see?
what I mean?
Did you
Like-
see that shit with these protesters? Not to cut you off, Adam, but like, did you see the shit with the media protesters, bro? Or it's like there was a African American media journalist, right? And as far as I know, she was asking like for permission, like saying, "Hey, where can I be that I'm not gonna get in trouble?" Dude, they arrested her. A block away, a white reporter was doing the same shit and doing whatever the fuck they
Get the
wanted.
fuck out of here.
I swear to God, dude.
Yeah, well, and CNN correspondents even like their African American correspondent that I don't remember what his name is right now. I could bring it up if we need
Yeah,
to, but
yeah.
he got arrested right on the spot.
Maybe that's the dude. Maybe that's the guy.
It was CNN. It's like but
Maybe that's the guy, dude.
it's-
Well,
because-
the arrested it like how do you just arrest them like that? You know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
well, yeah, right. What are they doing? You know
Like,
what I mean?
what the
Besides,
fuck
but
is-
at that time now it's because whatever orders they were shouting, they weren't complying to the orders. Go back inside,
Right.
blah blah blah.
Yep.
But why why should anybody obey unlawful orders? Because now you are encroaching on these people's freedoms to protest, and
Yeah.
every single protest so far started peacefully until the riot squads just decided to push through.
All right,
Well,
so
right.
hold on a second, real quick, while you say
All
that.
right.
What do you feel about the agent provocateur theory,
It's like
Adam? I don't know.
I
if you
don't
know. What it
know.
is.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Let's
yeah.
fill him in real
Yeah,
quick.
you-
Okay.
you lost
An
me.
agent provocateur. I would bring up the what's it called it there, the definition of an agent provocateur, but I mean, I'm not going to get into Google and shit right this second, but.
Right.
An agent provocateur, dude, it's a French term of basically an inciting agent. So basically, it's these people that are law enforcement, right?
Right.
They dress up as a rioter, you know what I mean, or somebody that's in the shit, right? And
Right.
they go and they start breaking out windows and they start fucking looting and they start these riots, dude. Like Occupy Wall Street is a fucking great example of it. They started the riots and then left. They got in police vans, bro, and fucking left.
So they sabotaged the.
What it does
they
is
incite and escalate
right.
violence so that police then have more right to use more excessive force.
and what it does is
and-
it delegitimizes their
Right.
movement.
Now, here's
Right.
my thing. Now, it's like before we get into the examples that have happened, and I know which ones you're talking about,
Right.
like the guy with the umbrella
Yeah.
that you keep seeing about.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking your opinion because I'd like to know.
To me, I think it's less. We just have to look at it for is it government or what's actually behind it. I don't want to try to like say it's some huge, globalist thing and they're getting like
Illuminati
cops and
type
stuff.
shit,
I
yeah.
think it's more just crazy backwoods Klansmen
Yeah.
that are actually militarized a bit and have dudes in the police and whatnot that are acting
So
just
it's
like because
more-
right now in Minnesota you have tons of these militia groups pouring into Minnesota. It's like the couple nights after the main riots now
Right.
destroying more businesses and going through that are
That,
all,
you know what? That kind of fucking pisses me off, man. The shit
dude.
with the Second Amendment. Listen, I am a huge supporter.
But these are all
of
out of
the right.
towners. They're not even Minnesotans. They're just there
Right.
to,
They're
to
all
incite
coming in-
violence.
they're all coming in.
They want to start the race wars and just say that all the
Excuse me.
rioters are doing bad things and this. When really it's these white supremacist groups.
Well,
that-
right, and they're inciting the riots. You know what I
Right.
mean? What bothers me about like all of them Second Amendment people, you know what I mean, is that like you're waiting until now, till after, to come in and be like, oh, dude, this is for our rights. No, fuck you, dude. You should have been right on the front lines with
Right.
those dudes. Like I was so torn last night of whether or not to fucking drive my ass to
know.
Albany.
All day
just,
today I was.
And just be, dude, I was kicking myself in the ass all day. There's one in Troy
You're
on
nuts,
Wednesday, and I'll be there. But at the same time, it's bigger than this. It's bigger than a business. It's bigger than this is humanity. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like I hear you. It's like and as far as like being torn with yourself, it's like I feel you because it's like I feel kind of like Mel Gibson. He didn't until it was on his doorstep and almost too late and had to watch two of his sons die. He didn't engage, and it's like,
Yeah.
was he less of a man for
Bro,
not
I
doing
love-
that? And like,
not to cut you
no,
off,
I know, it's,
but I love that you just made a Patriot reference.
Right. Like,
You know what
oh,
I
there
mean?
could be plenty of them right now if we want to. But
That's one of my favorite movies.
Ever, dude. And that no bullshit, like
Mel Gibson might be a crazy son of a bitch, but
He
he
is a
killed
cra-
it.
I was
He
just gonna say.
killed it.
he's
He
a
killed
fucking
that
nut.
role.
He's a
Like-
nut. He's a fucking nut. But he said it remember when he was having that fucking discussion with Cornwallis, dude?
about it being on his door. Well,
No. They're in his office now. Remember
Yeah.
when he brought his dogs
dogs
back
back
to
to
him?
him, yep.
And he was like, "Well, we're gonna, we would like you to stop engaging officers." You know what I mean? And he's like, "Well, if the measure of the officers are attacking women and children, then I'll take that as a compliment." Essentially, like, I'm gonna order the firing on officers every single time. First,
like
every
he-
time.
Right, like he taught his sons.
And he's like, if your measure of a gentleman is these dudes who are killing women and children, you know what I mean? Then I don't feel bad. You know what I mean? It's the same.
Why should he?
Yeah.
You know.
But go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry to cut
No,
you off
I
there,
agree,
bro.
man. It's like, nobody wants it to get to that point for
I need
themselves.
you
and-
just a little bit more. There you go.
Yeah. Nobody
Sorry,
wants
bro.
it to get to them that point, and especially in their own lives. But it's already there for so many people, and it's like,
Well,
yeah,
they're
I'm
bred
pro-
into it, bro.
I'm
Like,
I'm one that
Well,
like
it's
tries to
taught.
avoid conflict, but it's like, I might be one that actually has to wait until it's on my doorstep, and
Right.
I've kind of had to admit this to myself. I'm doing what I can by vocalizing like I
Yeah,
am now,
for
and
sure.
from that aspect, it's definitely our fight to be involved in, kind of like the U.S. in World War II before they got straight up bombed. They were doing what they could to help who they could.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, before we get into any of the deep conspiracy behind, like,
Yeah.
we'll do all that
Yeah,
crap,
well, we'll just
whatever.
keep
But
it at
on the
surface-
surface,
surface level right now.
now, for sure.
You
You
know?
know what I mean? It's like they did what they could to help their allies, but also didn't start sacrificing,
Yeah.
hundreds
Well,
of lives
until
and
we
stuff.
had to, until we were the determining factor.
Well, I mean,
I'm
if-
privileged to say I don't have kids, and so that I'm more willing to die for my
Belief system.
as what would they use in the Patriot? A man of principles.
Right. Man of principles.
You
for
know,
sure.
how many men have principles anymore?
too
It's
fucking
rough,
many.
dude.
Not too
Not too
many,
many.
man.
That-
And that's what kind of drove me nuts sitting in my house last night.
Well, a
You
man
know
with
what I mean?
good principles
Too
would
much,
go now
Adam.
to
Yeah, too much. Sorry, my bad.
My God,
You're
my
good.
bad. But like
Came in hot there.
My bad. But a man with principles, bro, wouldn't be out here, throwing bricks through people's windows.
Okay,
you know
alright,
what I'm
so
saying?
here's my argument, dude, is that you have to burn everything the fuck down. Okay? So like it sucks, dude, because listen, I had this argument with somebody and I had to come to the stark realization that if this was my business, my personal business, what was more important? That man's life or my business? Now that dude had kids. If that was me on the ground, if my neck was being crushed by a police officer and my kids had to watch that video for the rest of their lives and see how their father had died, no fucking way. I'm burning this city down.
Well,
and
I didn't look at it from that perspective.
nobody does.
well,
And
right.
then think about it in the sense of you just had Ahmaud Arbery months ago. Dude, it's been consistent over and over. Mike Brown.
Dude, Philandro Castile was
Dude.
probably one of the worst to watch.
Dude, Sandra
him get,
Bland.
like,
Fucking, dude, there's so many instances of African Americans being fucking straight shit
And-
on. And it's crazy.
Right,
bro.
and people will rebuttal that with, that white men have been killed more by police statistically, this and that, but it's
No,
how
it's
many of
different,
them
dude.
were unarmed? How many
Yeah.
of them were straight up trying to just explain their situation
selling
and got
loose,
killed?
selling loose cigarettes, bro.
right.
Or fucking,
Right,
you know what I mean?
and already handcuffed.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's like as soon as you're handcuffed, you're technically under arrest and now under police custody. It's like if you're telling me that 3 officers couldn't have gotten George Floyd into that car before it had to get to that point.
Yeah.
You're lying to me. It's
You're
like,
lying, bro.
I've been put into a back of a squad car. I know
that-
how that goes.
Well, this is what I mean, dude. Is I'm a prime example, and like I hate to use this reference, but anybody that knows me knows that I had a situation a couple of years back where I had gotten into a physical altercation with a police officer, right? And what ended up happening was I ended up breaking his jaw.
Yeah, and we're
You know what I
privileged.
mean?
We're here to talk about it.
Right.
Well, right, and this is the fucked up part about it, dude. Is that day, if I was black, they would have shot me dead. You know what I mean? They would have
If
shot
not
me
then,
dead.
then later.
If
They
not-
would have found a reason to,
Right, exactly, to figure it the fuck out and to make it to where I didn't exist anymore, all right? But instead, because I was white, they tased me, they beat me up, they bring me to jail. You know what I mean? Like, that instance right there took it over the top for me. You know what I mean? Because it was like, although There's still, dude. I was in jail with guys that were coming home from prison, like they were on their way back. You know what I mean? And they were like, "Dude, I just did fucking 6 years for that same charge.
Right.
You got a year." You know what I mean? Now, granted, there was a lot of mitigating circumstances, and I had a lot of great evidence in my corner. But at the same time, it's like, if I was any other color that day, they would have killed me. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's fucked
Or
up,
close
dude.
to it. Yeah, it would have been significantly
So
worse.
this is something that's been going on for hundreds and hundreds of years, dude. So it's not like it's something new.
Well, and let's just talk about racism in general for a second, in the sense that it's still new.
Yeah.
It's not gone. It's like my father was 12 years old. My father, that's one generation away, was
Yeah.
12 years old when he was still drinking from white-only water fountains.
Yeah.
It's ingrained in our society
Well,
still, and
well,
there's
it's
a lot
taught,
of
and it's taught. I mean, if you put two young black kid and a white kid in the same room, and they know nothing about race,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There you go, perfect.
They know nothing about race. They'll love each other and grow with each other.
Yeah.
As long as it's never
absolutely.
taught.
Yeah,
you know
hate,
what I mean?
hate is definitely a learned behavior. You
Right.
know what I mean? But at the same time, man, it's like, you know, throughout history, different races of people have been discriminated against. You know what I mean? And
Right.
here in America, where it's not supposed to happen, dude, you said it. It's been going on forever. The 60s, segregation was, you know what I
Dude,
mean?
that
Fucking
was my father's lifetime, who's still
right.
alive. He's
It's
72.
not that far away.
like,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And it's fucking sucks because now, like, you have like all of these neo groups, like the neo Nazis and the fucking obviously the Klan has evolved to where they're still ingrained in
They're
you know,
more
most
militia,
societies. Yeah,
and
yeah. It's this shit happens constantly. They chased Ahmaud Arbery down, dude, and fucking shot him dead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the entire details of
right.
the case
And
because
I even saw the video of him. He might have been trespassing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Does that mean he deserves to lose his life over
does
it?
he not have the right to due process? Does
Exactly.
He not, right? Does he not
It's
have
like-
the right to a
and
jury
don't
by
get
his
me wrong.
peers?
People have the right to defend their property, but you don't have the right to go execute a man that wasn't on your property. First of all, and second of all, like
Yeah.
that time's passed. It's like
And then look, you see the guy that recorded it got arrested too, right? They charged him.
absolutely.
Too. They charged him too, dude.
Why'd they
because-
arrest them?
Well, bro, because they figured out that it was all fucking premeditated. Like that's what I'm going on. I don't know the details because
right.
a
Why
lot of it's
that guy
not
was
out
ready
yet.
with the camera? Already.
Yeah, bro, he
So
was
that's
like
how they're trying to
following
justify
him.
it?
Well, so no, basically what happened was is they're saying that like the one dude that was recording was like, oh, I don't know the McMichaels, right? That's who they are, the McMichaels.
Something like that.
Yeah, something fucking whatever. But they were referring to that dude by his nickname. You know what I mean? Like everybody in town was so close to each other. You know what I mean? That they were like they knew each other.
Right.
And they
Small
figured out
town.
that he was lying about knowing them. So like sure enough, next thing you know, the stories are starting to come out. Bro, these retards gave statements to the police. You know what I mean? Like that, and they just felt like it was cool. Like it was like, nah, dude. You know, we were just driving down the street, dude. And he fucking wrestled my kid for his gun. Boom, he got shot, dead. Boom. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
they didn't lawyer up. They didn't do anything like that. And now there's multiple videos.
Right.
But this is just another example, bro.
Right.
Another example,
Exactly.
and they were gonna wash that shit right under the rug. Like literally,
Well, shit
if
gets
social
washed
media
up all
didn't
the time,
exist,
man. You know,
yeah, for sure.
you know,
It's-
like,
it
it's,
su- it
that's
sucks.
nothing new.
It sucks, man, because it's
And
like
it
it's like
definitely
I
shouldn't be that
see,
way.
sometimes just being like even in working in Troy and stuff, just being a big white kid, construction worker.
Yeah.
I get eyed, and I don't blame them. It's like I see like it hurts. It just all hurts. It's all stuff that just shouldn't be just because of black and white. As easy as that. Just
Yeah,
skin
and
color.
right, and everybody doesn't see the humanity, dude. Like it's just humans, man. You know what I mean? We're one. We're geographically different, and that's why our fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and it's
why
also
our
just-
skin colors are different. You know what I mean?
Oh, maybe it's penis envy at the end of it all.
Yeah,
just
I
old
mean-
white penis envy. Just.
Oh, fucking probably.
I mean, well, it's Freudian, man.
That's
It might
fucking
be. It could be. We're so animalistic
That's
that it
hilarious.
could, to the very core of it all. The
Right.
reason why that exists is because they just need something to be mad at, and so they
Yeah.
pick the one thing that's different than that.
Well, yeah, it's funny you say that shit, man, because
It's so rude. It's like the
look
thing.
at-
It's not basic
Yeah.
and animalistic. That
Well,
you're
look
giving them
at-
too much credit.
Yo, check this out, dude. What do you mean? It's just like the fucking football games, dude. It's so barbaric.
yeah.
It's a blood sport, dude.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
and we
we
love
want to
it.
see. It's
And
the
we love it.
equivalent.
We're no better than the Romans,
Dude,
like-
Right.
I was just
Yeah.
yo, Tom, dude, I love you, bro, because I was literally just going to the Coliseum. Like you're this is just like a dude going out there and fucking fighting to the death. You know what I mean? It's just a little more mild these days. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And I'm sure in some countries they still get busy like that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, fuck it, let's just do it.
Dude,
Let's
would
get
you, would you
crazy.
would you go watch it?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Technology
yeah.
and stuff has
Yeah,
changed
you go
like
watch
crazy.
two dudes
but-
fight to the death.
Like kickboxer, dude. Like,
Like-
the
like-
fucking
like-
what's
like-
that?
no, I'm
what's the
saying, like-
tournament in kickboxer?
You'd go watch two dudes fight to the death, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
fuck yeah.
And not like I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, bro.
I think I
I
would.
mean, if there was
I-
a
I
lot of
might-
waivers signed.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, if
Maybe
it's-
to
if it's
settle
in
like a
another country.
dispute or something like that, not just for like the sake of profit and like because they're prisoners or some shit
Right.
like that, but maybe like for like a dispute, like instead of dueling or something, or something like that.
How
I
you
could get
fucking
behind
scuffed
it.
my
but-
Nike.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, if
dude.
that guy agrees to like fight you to the death over it, then yeah, but maybe like
Dude, that shit's not that far removed either, bro.
exactly.
Duels and shit.
That was how they were settling this stuff back in the 1700s.
Yo, for real.
Like
It's-
that was what 200 years ago, 300.
That's like gangster
No.
as fuck, though, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
gentlemen
to
as
have
hell.
that, like,
As
just
gentlemen,
like,
it's
I'm
like
gonna. All right, here we go.
Who was
You-
it, dude? It
you
was
or
like
me.
it was like President Andrew Jackson, dude, had like one of the craziest duels ever. I fucking obviously didn't think we were gonna talk about it, so I didn't research any of it. But at the same time, like he had gotten like fucking shot a couple times and like fucking lived and fucking won the duel, dude.
yeah,
Like,
and then
killed the
he
dude.
just died later of lead poisoning. I think,
Yeah,
or something
right, because it was
of-
still in him. Because bullets didn't go through you back then.
I think maybe
Oh,
Hamilton
man.
did too. I don't remember. I would have to look it up.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to sound stupid. It's
Yeah,
like,
well,
I just,
yeah,
history
whatever.
class was a while ago.
Yeah,
But,
fucking A, dude. But yeah, so like I mean, on the subject of the systematic racism, dude, and that's why I can't be mad that these people are doing this. You know what I mean? Because did you see the uproar about fucking Target, bro? Like Target.
I think
like,
Target's handling it like a G. It's
Target
like,
Target is, but like the people that
Right.
the public that's like, oh, dude,
Oh,
you're
dude,
fucking.
I didn't even see
the
it.
public, let's just
Dude, they're
call it
bitching-
for what it is.
bitching about people burning down a
they're-
Target.
They're closet racist. Anybody
I mean-
that is focusing more on the looting than they are Floyd getting killed at this point, it's like whether it's closet racism or something that's a little more like in their
Yeah.
raising and they don't even see it and are just blind to it. But they're the same people that were saying Kaepernick, shouldn't have done that, and he's using his athleticism as a platform, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna stop watching the NFL. They're all the same people.
Yeah.
all
Right.
the people that are more worried about the looting are the same people
Or the
that
kneeling.
keep parroting all the
Yeah.
other. I'm not gonna say right wing. I'm just gonna say racism because I have no problem with conservatism because I understand that it's like like as far as right versus left, all that crap, whatever. But it's just straight racism.
Right.
It really-
That's
it-
what it boils down to.
It's like the troops. It's like you go ask any real troop. It's like they fought for the right for that man
Yeah.
to just take a knee.
Right,
He has an honest concern about his people.
And that dude was super respectful to like the troops.
He
and
asked
shit.
someone.
Yeah.
Didn't he ask
Yeah.
like a soldier or a friend that he knew that was in the military, what's the best way I should go about doing this so I don't disrespect
Yeah.
anyone? They're like, take a knee because that's what they do when someone's in distress or they
Yeah.
they lost someone or something like that.
Right. Yeah. But that's what I mean is, and then
It's the
you
same
just-
people
and
every
then-
time.
Yeah, and it's the same, right? And look at like the NFL, for example. Like this dude's blackballed forever and can't get a job, a backup job,
and,
a
and that's
fucking.
wrong. He shouldn't be fired for expressing his.
Well, that's the problem, though, is when you push back against the system, bro. Look, there was
Oh, yeah.
no reason, not one reason, why that man could not play football.
Guess what?
Right.
All those old
That's-
white,
Rich-
football
rich
owners and
guys.
basketball team
Yeah.
owners. Guess what? Their grandparents were probably owning back in the day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
How do you
It's
think
like
that's
this
old
is
money?
assumptions, but if I dug a little digging, I probably wouldn't be far from the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All those white owners that have all these black athletes playing for them. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, for
sounds
real.
a little familiar. Like,
There's a little deja vu going
Right,
on here.
exactly, and that's why it's fucking bananas, dude. Like that, and look, and this dude was doing it back in 2016. You know what I mean? And it's like, before that, there was somebody else a couple years prior to
I
that.
think it wasn't
saying
it
the same shit.
Castile. I think it was, or was it Gardner? It was the both happened right around the
Yeah,
same
right
time.
around the same
Castile
time.
is still to this day for me almost harder for me to watch.
That's the one. Is
Then
that the
full
one
of-
that had was in the
concealed carry in the car in front of his wife and kid.
Yeah, yep.
You know, it's like that was harder for me to watch than this last one. It's like seeing it happen to George. It wasn't any less disturbing per se, besides the wife and kid thing. To me, it's just now I'm almost desensitized to it because I've seen it so much, and it's like it's just.
It's
becoming
normal,
a
bro.
normal thing.
It's becoming normal, and it's
that's
fucked up.
And that's a fucking problem.
Just like all the
fucked up,
all the
dude.
videos we see of the stuff happening in the Middle East, it's like I just
That's a tough
I
subject
swipe.
for me.
I just continue swiping because it's
Why, what do you mean? Why is it tough?
Well, because it's one of those rabbit hole kind of things.
Oh, yeah,
man.
that's
But the Middle East is tough for me, man, because
there's so much.
we as Americans sit here and say we want to fucking fight terrorism. You know what I mean? But we created 90% of the terrorism over there, dude. You know what I mean? When you go and bomb a fucking wedding or bomb a birthday party, dude, because you say, you know what, oh, this dude might be there. Turns out he's not.
Right. So
And then you just
killed-
killed everybody there.
Bro.
What do you think happens? You radicalize people. Like,
Right.
you're making these people like, yo, let's fucking go get them. You know what I mean?
Where do
That's-
you want this podcast to go right now?
Yeah,
you know what I
no,
mean?
right.
Because like we could.
Well, no, I would.
Like,
Right. We'll segue in a little bit.
I could go for a bit and like go down some rabbit holes.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that like.
Well, Tom,
could
to be
offend some
honest,
people,
yeah,
like-
well, that's what I mean. Is like, Tom, this is gonna be one of many episodes, bro, because I
For
know
sure.
we can get deep on a lot of different
Yeah.
topics.
just rabbit holes. I like to, it's especially like I'm just, I'll throw it out there for
Yeah.
stuff like dealing with like the Holocaust and Palestine,
Yeah.
and Israel, touchy subjects that like, but
People don't want to hear it,
oh
bro.
man, Zionism,
Yeah.
it's like, and
Ooh,
that's
see.
a whole other like,
Well, we'll definitely touch on those topics on another podcast, dude,
sure.
because I love the controversial shit. Like, I love it. You know what I mean? And as long as we're respectful about it, dude, there's no reason that we can't have an open discussion about
Well, that's
something
our-
sensitive like the
that's
Holocaust.
our
I ain't got no fucking boss. You
Right.
don't want to listen? You don't fucking
Right.
listen.
It's like
Well,
100%.
that's our right to
It's like,
discuss
by the
it,
way,
yeah.
any listeners, 100%. It happened. It was real. That shit happened.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure. Yeah.
But
But, dude, there's plenty
events
of
to
things,
follow are all kind of crazy, and it's like it just created more turmoil now.
Yeah.
What you see with Palestine, Israel, all that, dude.
It's
We're
a
just
mess.
so desensitized, to almost like we're all so still privileged, even with these basic ass riots and stuff. Like this
Yeah.
is nothing compared to like what other countries are going through because of the
Yeah, well, look
injustices.
at Hong Kong before the virus, bro.
And all the people that were like supporting them, like, yeah, they're waving American flags. Look at that,
And now, look. Now, look at
you
you.
should, I agree with the message, but
You shouldn't do this.
no. I mean,
Well, that's what I said. It was like, no, dude. You know what? I'm gonna let them people fucking feel however the fuck they want to feel. And
Well, that's
and
their right,
Listen,
but-
you know what? And like I said, or like Tom said, when it comes down to it, and you come to my house, that's your decision to make that decision whether or not you're gonna fuck with me.
That's
and
why-
my
right.
shit.
That's why I'm full-blown-
That's sorry, bro.
No,
That's
you're
all-
good. You go.
Well, but that's why I'm staying in my fucking house. You know what I mean? And if you bring it here, well then we'll handle it at that point. But I just can't see myself out there looting and doing all of that, bro. You know what I mean?
I think
Like,
I can't even say it. It depends for me because no.
We
This
can-
is
we can-
fucking humanity again.
Yeah.
Like, I have to remove any personal bias. You know what I mean? And sit here and say, you know what? No, this shit needs to fucking stop. Like,
Yeah.
this shit needs to stop, dude. You know what I mean?
It's
It
like-
needs to stop.
but like by
It's too
doing
far
this,
gone.
but by doing this, aren't you making the cops? Aren't you playing into
No.
why they feel the
No.
way they do?
Nope.
Like because
Fuck you. No,
no,
absolutely
well, it's
not.
like not when it's like all races and stuff doing the looting. It's not like it's just black people.
Yeah,
like, doing
not
it,
even
you
just
know
that,
what I
dude.
mean? It's,
Not even just
well,
that,
well,
Adam.
dude.
You're fucking no. Fuck
it's
that.
a demonstration.
No,
it's
absolutely
a demonstration.
right.
You're setting your idol on fire in front of them, just like they do
Right.
with all their crosses and stuff
yeah.
in their Klan meetings and shit.
And
you
not
know what
even
I mean?
just that, dude, but you're sitting there and every single fucking time somebody doesn't record a police officer or doesn't fucking push back, dude, you are giving them that power to have that power over you. And now my issue is that's why you've been pulled over with me, bro. And I was straight up, listen, it's no love right off the rip. What's up, dude?
yeah, no.
What do you want? You know what I mean? What did I do?
Funny.
Right. You know what I mean? But you see the narrative that they take because when a dude knows his shit, you know what I mean? To the layman, to somebody that doesn't really know their rights, they're like, oh, yes, officer. Oh, where are you going? You don't have to answer that question. No, it's none of your fucking business where I'm going or where I'm coming from. You know what I mean? You don't talk to fucking cops.
Right.
Because they will set you up, they will fucking fabricate shit, and they will 100% make charges up against you and then have to provide the evidence against you. So I think knowing the cops know that we're going to fuck them up if they don't stop their shit.
Puts a little fear in them.
It puts a little fear in them.
Exactly.
Now
the
you have
equivalent to
Right.
bringing the guillotines out.
Right.
You know, it's like
I mean,
they tried. They've exhausted all options.
That's what I mean, dude.
They tried. They tried for years to just like at least bring it to light and have change. But there's been no officiation. There's been no
Nothing,
legislation.
dude.
Nothing passed to make it so that not that gives black people any special privileges,
No,
but that
puts accountability in place.
for police.
So
You know,
how do you
it should be
change it?
because it's like
Well, that's what I'm saying. So, Adam, like,
Well, this
with
is
legislation, right? So we say legislation. You know what I mean? We say, okay, well, if a police officer acts in this manner that is against the law, like this is against the law. You just committed murder, sure. They had to fire him to charge him with murder. You know what I mean? But or it would be like negligent homicide or some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Because it was on the job. But either way, the issue is that you have to say to a cop that you're going to go do the same 25 fucking years for murder
Oh, and
that
he should-
the
and he
next
should.
guy is.
And he should.
And it should be worse for you.
right because
you're-
he swore an oath to
Well, yeah,
uphold the
Yeah,
Constitution.
you're held to a higher standard.
It's like I expect, you know, the 5-time criminal, because I just saw, you know, some post like, oh, well, this 5-year criminal threw this white kid off this balcony, nobody righted. Yeah, well, everybody expects like, you know, a criminal like that to
Yeah.
do something like that. They don't expect someone that you're paying for with your taxes that uphold the Constitution.
You know what pisses me off too,
to do
dude,
that.
is just like the shit with this particular incident is just like the dude tried to pass a fake 20. You know what I mean? Like he tried. It was.
Who knows if he even tried?
Who knows
It's
if he
like
even knew if it was a fake 20,
He might have
dude.
got fucked by someone.
That's
like his
what I
friend,
mean,
like,
bro.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, I've no bullshit. Yo, swear to fucking God, dude. I think I showed it to you. It was like, yo, man, I got a fake 50. What the fuck? Where'd this 50 come from? And now somebody just got
Dude,
me.
I saw someone
See,
got
now you're
with
out
4
$50
fake $100 bills, man.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's like
I've had
we didn't kill him. You know what I mean? It's like that was $400. You know,
It wasn't even just a 20.
it's like, but
Oh, man.
But that's what I mean, though, is just like you take a dude that's so hardcore like Chauvin, you know what I mean? And like
17 times he's been like under investigation for something, and
I didn't
3 of
know
those
that.
he killed other people.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know any of that.
Oh,
He's
did you
killed
know-
3 people now.
Did you know that they found out he worked at the same nightclub as George?
Yo, on the low, I think this is my own little, you know, conspiracy behind it. I think Floyd in the background boned his wife.
Oh.
It's like, cause like, dude, he's a porn star. He's like, Floyd was like, actually, they found it. Not that it's relative, like, you know,
Yeah,
that's
who
his own
fucking
gig.
cares?
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
right.
That's not a judgment of character. That's just the truth. Is
Yeah,
he was
whatever.
a porn star. He's probably swinging some mean, and
Swinging
she
some
probably
mean.
like got picked. Like if
She did divorce him.
If your husband's such an egomaniacal like dick like that, you know, why wouldn't you go looking for some, you know?
Yeah.
that's
sure.
that's just to make a little silver lining light of the
Yeah,
situation.
well, she did.
but
She filed for
a
divorce.
little dark humor. Oh yeah, for
She
sure.
filed for divorce like
thank
right
God.
after.
Well,
Thank
yeah,
God.
it was
Tell JR to stop calling you.
He clearly had some. It felt like, you know, once he saw his chance to get this guy, he got him.
He got
You know what
him,
I mean,
yeah.
like something he did. There was some.
It definitely
beef.
seemed like that, dude, because I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously, I'm not in either one of their brains. I don't know the prior relationships like that, but at the same time, man, it's like, shit. What the fuck, dude?
Well,
Why you couldn't, like,
Why wasn't he in the car already?
well,
He had
from what I, all
handcuffs
right,
on.
so
well,
from
it
what I
should've took
understand,
9 minutes.
so,
I mean,
well, all right, so check this out. From what I understand is, and I'm assuming these are from the other police, their statements, you know what I mean, as like witnesses, was that, and I'll send you the link later, but it was their official statement, you know what I mean, and essentially what happened is that the dude would keep dropping to the ground, like George would drop to the ground, and like say he couldn't breathe. You know what I mean? And once he couldn't breathe, it was like, all right, well, we're going to put you in there anyway. And then they were having like a struggle. And then the dude was like, they had him like chill. And then what happened is they fucking, you know what I mean? Chauvin got tired of it and was like, all right, dude, I'm going to put you on your fucking neck. And then they climbed on top of him. And fucking even the other officers, bro, said, yo, should we roll him on his side? Like, the one officer said, like, oh, should we roll him on his side? And he's like, nope, we're staying put. That was 6 minutes in after he lost consciousness.
Right.
Sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah,
Like,
brutal.
yeah, brutal.
And like for a human being to do that, like to know that someone is
Well,
maybe
and
dying underneath your knee, dude.
Well, it was symbolic, man. It was literally beneath him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like,
For sure.
You know, at the same time, all this crap happening, you got like the ultimate, you know, elitist symbol with SpaceX making it to the space
Yeah.
shuttle, you know, happening in the background. You know,
Yeah.
they're getting their ticket off this planet, and we're fucking all
Yeah.
stuck here with the bullshit. And
Well, that's a whole nother rabbit hole we can jump down eventually.
absolutely, I'm just throwing them out there for next time I'm on. You know,
Yo, listen. Right, dude. So fucking like now for anybody that may not be, you know, maybe listening for, you know, that's out of town from us. We're in the Albany area in New York, and there were riots in Albany. You know what I mean? Last night, and
thankfully not as bad, but yeah.
yeah, they tore some shit down, dude, over
Well,
there.
yeah,
They
you
fucked
see-
some shit up.
You said you were down that way today, weren't you?
Well, I brought JR down that way, but at the same time, like I couldn't see anything, dude. Like I didn't get off the highway.
No.
I didn't have to go into Albany, so I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not even gonna venture over there. I was gonna go last night. I was torn.
I know you were.
Me
I was
too,
torn. I
man.
was sitting at Chap's house, and I was like, bro, I want to go so bad. Like this shit, but at the same time, me personally, like Tom, you said, like a man with principles, I can't justify to my kids, you know what I mean, why
Right.
I was out there blowing up a Mack truck. You know what I mean?
Not yet, especially if it gets someone
He's
hurt, like one of
blowing
them.
up a
You know?
Mack truck.
It's,
Dude,
tough,
they
it's
did.
tough, man.
Adam, they did. They took over an 18-wheeler, bro, and set it on fire.
Dude, that's
You know?
absolutely outrageous.
Fucking
mad,
nuts.
man.
Wild, bro. Went up to Crossgates, smashed some shit in up there. Went into Colony Center, smashed some shit up in there.
Like, yeah,
Looting.
I was in bed at like fucking 5 yesterday, so like I woke up.
No, you missed everything.
Yeah, I woke up to all of it today.
only people that are
and
really
I was,
gonna
and
be
I was
hurt,
like,
man,
holy fucking shit,
Or
man,
the
this is
insurance
crazy.
companies. They're the ones that are really going to be hurting after all
Yeah.
this. But,
Oh,
you
for
know,
sure.
stick it to them, too. That's why it's like, I'm just like, you know, I'm sure some of those stores might not
Well, dude,
have,
the-
like, the best insurance, but you have to. In order to
Yeah.
be in, like, a city like that, you
They'll
have to
just-
have
they'll just
certain
start
insurance in
taxing
case,
us more.
like, a fire starts in your building and sets the next one on fire. You
Yeah.
have to have insurance. It's like
Every
everybody's,
time.
like, bugging, oh, they're destroying their lives. No, they're not. They're about to get all their shit paid off. Why do you think? That's why they kept saying the one guy that burned down the AutoZone that might have been the agent provocateur. He might not have been a cop, but he might have just been a dude trying to get insurance from,
Yeah.
you know. It's
Yeah,
like
I
a-
mean, that's a possibility, too. You know what? To be honest, until you just said that, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
I didn't even think of, you know what?
there's options.
This is
He
my,
wasn't a
This is my
rioter.
opportunity.
Fuck my building, dude.
Yeah,
Umbrella
this is my
Man was not a
opportunity.
rioter.
And-
He was whatever he was doing was not in the mob interest.
And when the money runs out, you light a match.
Bro.
but it's like
Yo,
that's what I'm saying.
great.
Insurance companies are the ones that are hurting the most out of all
Yeah.
this, and it's like honestly they fuck us every day. So
Well, yeah, right.
oh no, I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah.
Like,
So, what do you guys think, man? Like, what do you guys think? Do you think, like, everybody should be involved? Like, we as civilians, like, and obviously race doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But we as civilians should come together and rise up, or do you think that like there really is another way for this shit to come to the table and we figure it out? Or is it, do we have to really fucking make these moves? Do we really have to fucking...
Well, if we don't make a change soon, I mean that's gonna be what happens. And
Well,
that's just fucking
I'm not
inevitable.
saying like it's tough, man. It's tough right now, especially with the president like Trump.
Just a
though.
little bit more into the mic.
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Sorry.
it's tough with like a president like
Yeah, that's way
like
better.
Trump though right now, who is definitely not on the side of justice right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he stokes the racial flames,
man,
bro.
Hard. Well, I mean, and it's expected. His dad was a fucking Ku Klux Klan member.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and people could say he's not this or that, but just again, he's that from that generation that was taught by the generation before extreme racism.
Yeah.
Like, especially in the white elite classes,
Well,
man. That's what they were all about.
And that's what a lot of
Right,
people
that's-
don't understand is like even Sammy Davis Jr., bro. was allowed to be there. You know what I mean? Like it was. Oh yeah, you had Frank Sinatra and you had all these other fucking big white fucking musicians, but just for show. You know what I mean? We got Sammy here. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, oh, thanks. What the fuck, dude? You know what I mean? Like, and even now, even nowadays, it's like you have these huge musicians and huge, but who's pushing the sales? Who's pushing the CDs out?
Right, exactly.
It's white America, dude.
Sony.
Sony. You know, so it's like they still have this corporate grip, you know what I mean, on fucking everything, you know, and this is systematic, dude. It's tough. But do you guys think that there's another way? Do you think that we can move forward without violence?
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
think I mean,
it's like, but that's what I was getting with the whole Trump thing. It's like, I think there is. I don't think we have the right legislators in office or people with the right intentions to make it happen, though. I'm definitely more worried that it's not going to get better. I think that Chauvin might even get off with some of the technicalities that they're getting out of
Did you see the medical
the
examiner?
autopsy. Absolutely.
Fuck,
You
dude.
think it's bad now? Just wait until they clear the fucking
Did
guy.
you see that, Adam?
It's
No, I
gonna be
didn't see it.
bad.
All right, so check this out. The medical examiner fucking released their statement on an autopsy almost immediately, bro, saying that it was underlying health issues and there's no evidence that Officer Chauvin
Asphyxiation. There's no evidence of asphyxiation.
There's no evidence of asphyxiation from
get
officer.
the fuck out of here, dude. Well, if he gets off,
So they're
bro,
blaming
It's
it.
going to be bad.
It's gonna be
It's
Bro,
gonna be
this fucking this whole country's gonna erupt.
yeah, dude. That's not gonna be.
Oh
that's
my
not gonna be fun at all.
It's gonna fucking erupt, bro, and it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna
Yeah.
be gnarly, and guess what? It's over.
I've been
It's
looking for
fucking
land
over.
up north, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I've been like trying to price it out and seeing if I can't get a loan and stuff. trying
What's
to just
acreage
get some-
like up there?
Like you're dealing with about $1,000 for every half acre, just about.
Oh no, doubt. So yo, like
It's
real
not bad, but
real quick, how big is an acre? Do you know?
I think
Because
it's,
I'm interested.
I think
I'm
it's
fucking
about the
interested.
size of a
it's kinda
football
like-
field.
It's like something like 12,000 square feet, I
About
think.
the size of a
Okay.
football field.
Yeah, it's like 12,000 square feet. So it's
That's pretty good.
yeah. So it's like
I'd
three.
take an
it's
acre
like,
for 2 G's.
Yeah, it's like 3,000 feet by 3,000 or 4,000 feet by 4,000 feet or something like that.
Is
I
it?
don't-
Yeah. Yo, dude, I'm sorry to keep bothering you about the
I know
mic,
the
but-
mic. I'm gonna do like that. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah, whatever's easier for you, bro. Like, I mean, it's just every time, like, you come in low.
Got
like,
you.
Like, you come in low and then Adam comes in hot.
Yeah, got it.
My
got
bad, my
it.
bad, my bad.
Yup.
See, that sounds way better. You know what I mean?
No, but yeah, I mean, it's not bad up there. And the problem is, though, is you can't get a mortgage on land. It's like you have to, like, kind
You gotta
of
buy
get a
it.
personal loan or something like that.
So-
And then you have to convince them to, like, give
How
you
does that work, though? Do you have to go through, like, the government to fucking,
No.
to buy the land, or do you have to pay tax on the
No,
land?
it's whoever's, like, selling it. And obviously, yeah, there's taxes for sure,
Right.
depending on the area. It's always, like, area based on, like, taxes up there usually depending on what your overall asset or land value is, if you have a house or not. And then it's like, they do for every $1,000 or something that it's worth, you pay like $5 or something.
Oh, no shit.
Now, do you have a certain amount of time, like after you buy the land, to put
it's your land.
like a property on it? Or
No,
can you
no, no,
not
no,
your
no, no.
land,
It's just
like,
yours. The
you-
problem is like I said, it's like mortgages usually just give you bigger loans.
Right.
Where getting a personal loan or like a business loan, if you can find like, maybe rent it out. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll tell you, I've been looking
I was
at
up. I just this past weekend, bro. I went Thursday. This past Thursday, I went up to Keene Valley, New York.
Oh hell yeah! Yep, that's
exit 30.
Essex County. That's just north of like I was looking in Warren.
Oh,
'cause
no
that's
doubt.
actually more expensive the closer you get to Lake Placid.
Well, bro, that's what I was saying.
Keene's
is
right
like,
next to Lake Placid.
When I was driving in Keene, dude, from doing like one of the 46 peaks, the high peaks, I fucking like driving by these signs and it's like, yo, mad acreage, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
hella acreage of the Adirondacks that you can have. And I was like, fuck, dude.
It's a little pricier up there, I would say, and it depends on like
It'd be worth
Keene
it.
is expensive.
It'd be worth it. Well,
Keene-
that's tourist shit, dude.
Right.
You're right near
Well,
the mountains.
anywhere you're near Lake Placid, it gets it. Then once you get to like Lake Placid, 1.2 million for like half an acre.
Jesus.
You know
And
what?
that's
That's
just land.
that's kind of
That's
surprising.
just
That's
land.
kind of
Yeah, that's
surprising to me,
outrageous.
dude, because I think Lake Placid would be like a couple steps up from Lake George.
It is.
And Lake George is like
Lake George has
1
has
point
more.
something, you know what I mean?
Lake George has more. Like as far as tourism goes,
right.
Lake Placid's more
Not so
that
much.
that like it's more that playground for the wealthy.
Yeah.
Like they have their little like log cabin, private school. That's also
Yeah.
up there.
Well, yeah,
it's,
dude.
it's that real safe place for some of the wealthier in New
No,
York.
it really
that don't-
is.
That's what it is.
Dude,
It's
there's nothing around.
since the Olympics. It's like I
nothing around
have
up there.
family friends that have like a house on the lake, and they're like Airbnb-ing everything right now because like taxes right now are like 180 to like 100 grand
Holy shit.
a year if you own property on the lake.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, dude.
Well,
Like,
dude,
I
I
mean,
just found a fucking a free camping spot, dude, in Minerva, dude.
yeah,
Like,
see, Minerva's right
literally,
up
dude.
there, too.
Yeah, dude, like, right, like, dude, it was like, the dude was like, yeah, it's free. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, hey, it's free campsites, bro. Like, I mean, you're in the fucking woods. So,
Right.
you know that.
State
Like,
land and stuff.
like,
Adam, do you know the name of it?
What do you mean? It's Minerva, New York.
No, well, that
Oh,
you
well,
can't
dude,
just
well,
camp
well,
in Minerva.
Well, dude, yeah, dude, like, it was off a dirt road, bro.
Right.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Well,
No,
It
see,
when
was
you
if
like-
go up
find out
there-
the name of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, Koch knows it.
Yeah, I'll see, I'll find out.
It's all in the Adirondack. So once you're like off trail, you know what I mean, and not on private property, it's usually state property, and you can camp on it and stuff
Yeah.
as long as you buy. Like I don't think they let like
No
fires,
fires,
and stuff
dude.
and stuff.
Well,
No
this
fires.
place had fire pits
Yeah,
set
well,
up, and you know
Yeah,
what I
that's a
mean?
legit
So-
camp place. Like
Yeah.
when you go out to the Adirondacks, dude, they don't allow any fires out there in the state forest because it's fucking pristine.
Yeah.
Like it's pristine.
I love it up
dude.
there.
I loved it.
Yeah, dude,
It's the
It
only
was
reason.
so
That's one of
hard.
the reasons I
It was
can't move out of
beautiful
New
out there.
York, man. It's like I can't move out of New York because of those mountains.
Well, you go ski up there, right?
Sometimes I actually go more in the Berkshires just because it's cheaper and closer.
Yeah.
But
I don't blame you.
It's yeah, I will when
Yeah.
given the chance. I love it up
Well,
there.
I hiked Cascade Mountain, dude, and Porter Mountain. Like they're kind of like real close to each other, and dude, it was really fucking dope experience, bro. Like this was my second time on Cascade, but it was bro, I was not prepared.
Oh, I love
I
it.
was beat right up afterwards.
I love it.
You've been hiking. You've been hiking a lot lately.
Yeah,
though.
but not mountains, dude.
not mountains like
Yeah,
this.
I'll
not
put it
like
to you
that.
like this, bro. Like those trails that I've been hiking ain't fucking shit. Cause like, I'll
around
show you
here,
the
not really.
pictures, dude. Like when I'm climbing this trail on the fucking mountain, dude, you're literally climbing over giant fucking boulders, like literally like fucking scaling shit, and I'm like, oh my god,
It sounds-
you know, I
sounds
just
like a lot
wasn't
of work.
physically ready. You know what I mean? It was a lot of work.
Really a lot of
Coming
work.
down was tough.
It's
Yeah,
weird
'cause-
because it's hard on like your calves when you're walking
Yeah.
going downhill because you're constantly like
Yeah, you feel like you get shin splints.
it's
too.
faster,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have the right pair of shoes on for that shit.
Oh, for sure, dude. It was fun though, dude. You know what I mean?
But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, going back, the whole reason we got into the Adirondacks anyway, it's like it's not my fight yet. I really don't want it to be, but I this is why I don't live in the city either.
See,
It's
I think
just-
it's everybody's fight, man.
It is.
we
It
all
will be
have-
eventually.
Yeah, I think
It's
we all have a purpose to serve in it. You know what I mean? Like obviously, right now ours has just been to be vocal. You know what I mean? We haven't been protesting and shit. Like no bullshit. And also, Adam already he already saw it, dude. But I drew this big old fucking sign. Right? It's in my back seat right now. You know what I mean? And it says all cops are bastards. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go to the one on Troy on Wednesday, and you know what I mean? Because if anything, I can say I at least fucking, if I wanted change, I was there. You know what I mean? Like not rioting and shit, but at least peacefully protesting. You know what I mean?
Well, right. I mean, I'll go until the rioting starts, and then at that point, that's too close to my family.
Dude, people
that's
think
too close
Troy-
to my family. I gotta.
Dude, people
come
think.
home.
Listen, people think Troy's gonna get wild, bro. Like wilder than Albany.
I mean,
People, listen. I drove
well,
through
they've
Troy.
had more hurt recently than
Yeah, I
Right.
drove through Troy, dude, and Adam, I swear to God, like I should take pictures on my way home, and I'll show you, dude. Every single one of those businesses downtown were boarding their windows.
Oh, I
Every
bet.
single one of them. Like the Ruck, like Dave Gardell shit. He's a fellow brother. He
Dude,
owns
if
that.
anyone hits the Rock, like there's gonna be hell to
Bro.
pay in Troy, but
right.
Yeah,
I'll go defend it myself.
Exactly.
Well, I know Dave. I know Dave had dudes down there today boarding shit up. So like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if
I didn't
anybody,
personally see
if anybody
him.
wants to go smash, windows over on Monument Square, go for it. Sam Judge is a prick. I'll throw that out there.
You know
right
what's
now.
you know what's crazy. you know what's crazy too, dude,
It's
is that
fucking
atrium
great.
building is all glass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that thing's about to get destroyed if it really gets to that point.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't, dude. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of businesses down there that I don't want it to happen to. Just like over in Albany last night, man. Like I was super worried about Trage's businesses. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
Did they? I wonder how
He's
they
got a
made
couple,
out, though,
doesn't he?
but-
yeah, he's got a few right there in the same spot. And,
He was probably down there though. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Knowing
he was-
him, it's
I
like,
would
they probably
imagine-
had a couple of enforcers. Just
I
looking
would have
out,
imagined Trage did whatever he could do to not have it happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I hope everything worked out well for him. You know what I mean? It just sucks, man.
But that's
because
that's one of the things that
it's part of the process.
At least I'm highly for like the Second Amendment because of all this shit. Everything that's been happening, whether it's with like the civilian like outrage and the police brutality, like it wouldn't happen if we had that set of checks and balances.
Yeah.
If they were afraid of doing shit like this, same thing with the politicians. If they were, it's like the whole make politicians scared again. Like that's
Well, right. And the thing about term limits too, man. You know what I mean? Like these fucking politicians, bro, have been in these places for
since before the civil rights
Yeah.
movement.
right. And creating laws based on shit like that, dude. You know what I mean? Like it fucking drives me nuts.
It's like I don't see eye to eye with Bernie Sanders on a lot of things, but he is the real one out there actually saying something. Where the hell is Biden?
What do you think about fucking Tulsi Gabbard, dude?
Oh, I love her. It's
I
like
love her.
everything about her.
And she's hot.
She's hot.
Yeah, so like right, and a lot of people don't even know who Tulsi Gabbard is, and it
Or
sucks.
Andrew Yang. It's like
or-
I'm a
or
Yang
Yang,
fan.
yeah.
I like switched
I don't
to
even know who
Democrat
she is.
just to vote for him. But
Dude, Tulsi Gabbard is. I'm gonna paraphrase like a little bit because I don't really know a shit ton about her, but like
I might be able to fill in some blanks.
Yeah,
too.
she was. Well, she was a Democratic nominee
Yes.
too, right? Right,
She
so-
still is. I don't think she took her name.
Right.
She's not out of the bat. Like a lot
Off
of them
the
dropped
race,
out
yeah.
out of the campaigning because they didn't want to waste their donors'
Yeah,
money
waste their
anymore,
money,
and
yeah.
just But same thing with Yang. Like
Yeah, but
Yang's my
Tulsi
boy. I love
is I think she's still active duty too, isn't she? Or she
I
retired?
don't know if she's able to be and run for office. I don't know how that works, but
Right,
yeah,
but
she's
she served-
a serviceman. Like,
She served in, I think, the National Guard. You know what I mean? She is super down the middle. You know what I mean? So she's all about legalizing pot.
I think
She's
she was in the army. Don't I
Yeah,
don't wanna,
maybe.
Like I think she was across seas though for certain
she
things.
served,
and had,
yeah.
Dude, she would have such a good global policy.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
right, and that's the other thing is just like she was super she's not one of those regime change people.
No,
Like,
she's the
she
opposite.
wants-
She's calling them out. Like she
Yeah.
like there's in the debates. She was calling them out, like about
Yeah.
the stuff in Afghanistan and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
they're
how
just going in and removing people.
She
have to
legit
check
like
her
said,
out.
like, why did we supply them the Taliban after 9/11 with more,
Yeah.
weapons to fight ISIS?
Well, why wouldn't we?
No.
You know, right? You know what I mean? Well, that's what I
Wherever the
mean.
money
is
is.
My first exposure,
Right.
my first exposure to Tulsi was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I was like, who the fuck is she, dude? This is awesome. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Same
yeah,
thing with
alright,
Yang,
yeah.
bro. Yang, I seen on the
I
podcast.
was about him before that, like, and her too. It's like I really liked her. I wanted both of them, like, her to be the VP and him to be president because
I'm gonna have to check her out.
dude, and check out Yang while you're at it too, man.
Yeah.
Like universal basic income and that kind of stuff. Like
he was
it's-
gonna give everybody mad money, dude.
I mean, a thousand a month. It's like, which a lot of people were like, "Oh, where's it gonna come from, bro?" Don't tell me that. We just dumped.
Yeah.
It's 2.3 trillion a year. I've already done like all my math. So is he.
He said I've
We just dumped 3 trillion into the stock market for it to go kaput. Gone
Right, see?
forever. And nothing happened because of it. It's,
Yeah.
So let's money aside, like how did we end up paying for the F-35? If we want to talk about waste of money,
What about, dude?
Like-
So check this out. So what about that fucking budget, dude? The black budget that's like $22 trillion a year. Some dumb shit.
Which one?
Some stupid number.
You mean the one that they have to like crash, missiles into the side of the Pentagon in order to hide, like,
Yeah.
the
Trillions
actual
of
money
dollars.
that they're putting into it? Like people are like, oh, where'd that go? It's like it didn't go into someone's pocket. It went to go fund stuff that like they can't
tell us
have
about.
record of. So same. It's like I love the Punisher series. I don't know if you guys got into that much, but like
Nah, never.
the Punisher, like on Netflix.
Nah, dude, I see it all the
Oh.
time too. Like, look, I'm doing.
It's good because
Yeah.
it's kind of like hints at a lot of that.
Is
kinda
that the
crap,
one?
but-
Is that the one with what's his face there?
It's
Is this the
dude-
Netflix one?
yes.
I seen the first season. I don't think I've
Oh
seen
yeah,
the second
but
season.
still, the first season, the whole heroin trade and all that
Yeah.
with Afghanistan and
Dude,
stuff. And
yeah,
like,
well, yeah, Kandahar and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, dude, they were just straight executing people.
Yeah.
He fucking walked right up to the dude.
yeah,
Gone.
no, that was
Yeah, me and my girl are always looking for something to watch, so I'm gonna have to fucking. I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
check it
fucking
out,
check
dude.
it
The
out.
Punisher is cool. I'd like to get into the further seasons, but I haven't yet, so I don't really know much about what's going on now.
Well, it's funny
But
if you look at.
They
my
were talking
TV
about bringing
right
him
now, it's
into
on
the
Netflix.
Marvel universe too.
that'd be cool.
That'd be sick, dude. You know, I can't wait to see what they're doing with this phase. But
But I mean, yeah, that's what I see next. That's the next step in like where all this is going. It's like if it doesn't get better, next the mob is gonna start looking towards like your Banes or your
Yeah.
Jokers or these dudes that never. I mean, but that's just it. We didn't need them. We didn't even need them. We just need that idea, and people still follow it.
Yeah.
like and it's
well, it's kind of crazy, man, because that's why I'm skeptical. Like I'm not skeptical, but I'm curious about where
it's gonna actually change,
where
or are we
where
just
do-
all gonna get more lockdown.
Right, exactly. So like immediately they started putting curfews into effect last night. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was simple, dude. And then they were like, literally, I seen videos. I think it was in Albany, of the cops going down the street, dude. Fucking literally rubber bullets and beanbagging people like to
Oh,
get
dude,
in their
me-
house. Like
dude, I watched that. I watched that when I woke up this morning.
Yep,
That's
paintballs.
like-
Like I
Well,
saw
yeah,
the
dude, like-
pepper
Yeah.
paintballs.
There
like,
was,
hitting
there was
people.
a video. The dude was like walking around, like videotaping it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what channel it was for or whatever, but
Well, people standing on their porches,
well, yeah,
getting
dude, like,
forced inside.
Well, dude, like, and he was like, dude, he got shot with a rubber bullet, dude. Like just videotaping it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The guy wasn't doing nothing fucking wrong. He takes a rubber bullet. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. You know, but this is like, at what point do we get real change, or at what point does it boil over?
Well, and that's the conversation that really has to happen: is what purpose do police serve in our society today?
Right. That
You
is-
know,
yeah. That is a discussion for
It's
sure.
like what kind of we have so much technology now that we can replace 90% of the things that police do.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm like, oh yeah, fucking let's get some more Big Brother in here, but that's kind of like where the future is going to take us, whether we like it or not.
Well, you know what, dude? I think I think it's present. I think it's a societal thing because, like, look at Europe, right? They have peace officers. You know what I
Right.
mean? But none of them are armed. You know what I mean? Like they call in the armed guys. You know what I mean? If they need it,
Right.
But none of them are fucking armed, dude. So like, and their rates over there are so much different. Like they're like police brutality rates. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
you come over here and like, now don't get it fucked up. Europe is way more progressive than we have ever been. You know what I mean? They've been super open to the LGBTQT whatever community, and then like, you know, every race, you know, and then it's like, you put police officers out there that have no weapons. They go to their job every day. They're not in fear of their lives. You know what I mean? They're not like, if you get pulled over by a police officer, you don't feel like you're going to get fucking shot dead. You know what I mean? In Europe, you know what I mean? Or in
every time
certain
I
countries.
get pulled over, bro, I get like I feel a little fucking weird. You know?
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
we're
I'm
still-
Like, here we fucking
here's
go.
the difference,
You know?
though.
Honestly, I don't. It's like unless if like I
I'm
just
like,
ripped a
here we
joint
go.
or something like that. It's
Ah.
like that's the only thing that's gonna like make me feel on edge is if I feel like it stinks like pot in my
well,
car. But
for me, dude, I immediately, like, as soon as I know that I'm going to have an interaction with a police officer, I immediately get anxious.
Well, yeah,
because
dude, yeah, that's the
for
the
me,
proper word.
yeah, for me, it's, I need to see how he's going to deal with the situation. You know what I mean? Because, like, if you're going to be cool and we can talk, you know what I mean, then we'll talk. If you're going to be a fucking cunt, you're going to treat it
Oh,
like a
yeah.
cunt. You know what I mean?
Well, right.
But at the same time, there's a culture among police officers. You know what I mean? The police officers, it's when we get rid of this us against them mentality, you know what I mean? Like, that's what they have. Like, they have an us
Right.
against them. Like,
they're acting like they're soldiers in a combatant,
Right.
war zone.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? When no, we're the ones that are paying your taxes. Like your job is to serve us. You're a
Yeah.
public servant, and
yeah. You were supposed to get the bad guys off the street, but at the same time, you're not supposed to break the law to do
no,
it.
and you're not
You know what I
supposed to
mean?
make bad guys out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like, it's like for every video I see of like just dudes just getting hassled just because they're just standing there and they look out of place, even though they're on their own yard, like they're in their own like house,
Yeah.
It's-
What about did you guys just see the one lady that like called the fucking cops on the black dude? And
Which
was
one?
Like, Well, it was
which
just
time?
I
You
think
know?
it was. I think it
That
was the
happens
chick
every
with the
day,
dog.
all the
Like
time.
I didn't see
Yes,
the video.
in the park. It was like in
but-
Central Park or some
yeah,
shit. Yep.
I didn't see it. What
I
happened?
I didn't watch it either. I just know that she got dragged for it.
Yeah.
I know she got fired from whatever little bank job she had and everything else. Like she got dragged, but
but that's what I mean, man.
she was
is
definitely
just-
trying to call the cops though that like they were like harassing her or something like
Yeah.
that, and like they were just like okay.
Yeah, what
we're
the
gonna-
fuck, dude? You
you
know
know.
what I mean? But that's fucked up. Like that shit's crazy, man.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
it's like the equivalent to swatting, and white Karens are doing it all over the place.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fucking
My man
funny.
said Karens.
oh, dude. I said it a couple times today on Facebook and other media outlets. I
Yeah.
also got threatened a couple
So-
times today too.
So how do you feel? How do you feel social media is affecting the Flames? Like, how do you feel like it's affecting the because obviously we all know that without social media and without everybody with quick access to a cell phone or quick access to video or live, you know what I mean? Is like now
Without it, will we know about
any of it,
any of it?
we wouldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
And more police officers would have walked.
Well, just like with Rodney King back in '92, it probably would have been almost as bad as far as spreading to other cities and stuff had they had that instant access to everything that happened.
the information.
There's a lot of people that like that video. I think didn't get released for a while of Rodney King.
Yeah.
The shit be out of him. You know what I mean? Especially since
and
you
they-
can't just hit send and put it on YouTube to your phone like that
Yeah,
dude.
no.
The video recorder had to get that tape out to the media. you
yeah,
know?
he had to go. It was back VCR days, bro.
But oh my
Right.
God! But look at what happened in L.A. And
Yeah.
again, it's like they were totally justified, and people exercise their Second Amendment, to at least contain
Yeah.
the spread of
sure.
rage. But it's rage, and it's well deserved.
Not only
rage.
just
It's-
that, dude, but I think there's a certain respect for somebody that's going to put you down for their property. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, so if I'm going to run, if I'm looting and shit,
Right,
and
you
I
see someone armed,
see
that's
someone
like
armed
not
and-
aimed at you yet, but they will. Like,
and you're not going to touch that place. You know
No,
what I mean?
it's
And-
not easy.
But
It's
that's
like-
that's where people need to stop fucking, and like you said, it's like closet racism. It's like, stop making fucking excuses. Get out there, protect your fucking business. I'm not saying everyone has the means, you know what I mean, to
Right.
protect their business, but
Well,
at
and
the
some
same
people just
time,
aren't built like that.
that's what I mean, is they don't have the means to do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, if you knew that there was a rally going on, look at Troy right now. It sucked that it took around the nation for Troy to get the message, but at the same time, they're bored and fought. They're taking every precaution right now to not have their shit destroyed. You know what I mean? This is a sensitive topic, dude. You can't do nothing about fire and shit like that, dude.
Right.
It is what it is, but still. I don't know, man. Where do we go from here? Is there going to be an actual closure to this? Is there going to be change? Is there going to be fucking
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
for sure?
It's tough, man. It seems like it's definitely cyclical. It's like there's black grandmothers all worried because they're literally seeing the same thing that they had to fight for 60 years ago happening again.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed.
Right.
No,
It's
not
just
a
just
damn
the
thing.
technology is different, and that's what I was gonna say earlier. Even when we were talking about like ancient Rome, man, shit, dude, nothing has changed in thousands of years.
Yeah.
Really, philosophically, like how have we even progressed as humanity? Like we can say, like I think
Dude,
it was more
let's
civilized back
go-
in the 1700s
Let's
when
go-
they were.
Bro, let's go back to like the development of like the Gregorian calendar and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, this whole shit time, like we live in a construct. I get deep with the people listening real quick. We live in a fucking construct. We are born into a name, a religion, a race, and then a system that says we need to do this until we're fucking dead. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And most people don't get it. You know what I mean? Most people don't get that shit.
dude, and most free thought doesn't even happen until some traumatic experience, like whether it's hallucinogenic, spiritual, physical. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Which
Like
we'll get
I
into
can
all
say
that
that's
shit,
of
too.
course. But it's like I'm just saying, it's some people just need a sip of water, but most of the time it's a dunk in
Yeah.
the ocean or a head under a waterfall.
Yeah, for sure.
Like and on the other hand, you really can't bring a horse to water, if it doesn't want to drink.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Like they
Yeah.
have to be thirsty for it. They want to. It's like, and to know the truth, it's not pleasant.
Yeah.
It never ends in a good experience.
Well,
Like,
and
it's-
exactly, and we're
Doesn't
right.
enlightenment doesn't make things better, that's for sure. It's
Well,
like,
it's the gift and the curse, dude.
Yeah.
It's because, like, for me at least, coming to like some of the realizations that I did is like, all right, well, this is all fucking bullshit. Like, everything is horseshit.
oh, absolutely.
Everything from the top to the bottom is
It's the most
horseshit.
beautiful thing in the world and the dumbest shit ever.
And the dumbest shit ever, dude. You know what I mean? And this is like, and this is our purpose. You dig what I'm saying? And it's
Right.
like, we're worker bees, dude. We're sitting here working every fucking day for somebody else bigger than us,
Right.
constructing a civilization. You know what I mean? We are
Yeah.
worker bees.
It's somebody else's vision. Or at this point, it's like that's the whole thing with conspiracy and stuff. It's like, we can say that there's this huge like cult of elitists that are so organized and
Yeah.
stuff or the even scarier thought that nobody's really in control and
You guys want
everyone
to smoke this blunt?
yeah.
Of course.
But nobody's really in control. It's the scariest thing, in that it's just an unhinged machine. Just the ticker symbols moving back and forth, and people are just, slaves to it because they do
That's
whatever
all
they
they-
want just to get that immediate profit, because they all know that the candle's burning on both ends.
Yeah.
And they don't even know what to do with it anymore.
Well, yeah.
It's like you look at like Rothschild or Rockefeller, and they've even said, like, if people want to, like, put us in the position that we're behind some grand scheme to change the world to some unified order, sure, okay, believe that. Like, we're honored, and it's like, to hear them say that, it's like, yeah, this thing's probably a little more unhinged than we all wish it was.
I see, but see, I don't think that it's more so present day the case. Like, I think the system's been in place.
Oh, right, that's what I'm saying, like an unhinged train, like,
it's been-
with
it's
no
been
conductor.
done. Right, it's been right. That makes more sense. You know what I mean? But I do think that there are people, and it's not a lot of them, dude. You know what I mean? It's a handful of people that are pulling real big decisions out. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, shit is like you said, the Rothschilds are like, whoever, these black committees, whoever the fuck they are. And what's crazy? Did you watch that episode, or did you watch the Family on Netflix by any chance?
No, F is for family.
No,
Or
no,
The Family.
The Family.
No, I
dude.
haven't, but-
So
No, I haven't
if
seen
it's
it
still
either.
on there, you both should watch it, dude. It's about this fucking, like, you ever heard of Edgar? No, Coe. His name was Coe. Coe. He was essentially the fucking leader of some organization like the Brotherhood or some shit. But there have been like the president's like spiritual advisor, bro, for like all
Right,
of,
like your Rasputin, but
Yeah.
the American version.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Yo, no bullshit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, we could talk about him sometime too.
oh,
like-
for sure. You know what I mean? But
Right.
these systems, like these, basically the idea was that this group was to take care of these politicians, get them whatever they wanted, do whatever they wanted. You know what I mean? Blah 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 blah. And like it kept feeding it and feeding it and feeding it. Now you're feeding these dudes' egos. You know what I mean? This is where the power corrupts you. You know what I mean? And you sit there and say, all right, well now, how do we fix that? How do we fix these people that, or these systems that are in place for
People that don't know any better, that
300
don't know
years.
anything else besides to just live in this system of shadiness and.
Well, do you think it's
backhand and
possible for
close.
people to enlighten? Do you think it's possible for everybody to have that mental capacity?
Well, here was what I was saying before about how it usually takes a traumatic effect. Just how like enlightenment on an individual level usually is nothing less than a traumatic experience.
Yeah.
It's probably like, here is our traumatic experience unfolding.
Yeah, for sure.
As a collective,
Yeah.
and it's happened before, the flood, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you want to get biblical about it, like it's all cyclical.
Yeah,
it always
time.
will be. I mean, that's a truth of the cosmos. Like, you
Yeah.
can't avoid the circle. You can't avoid the snake eating its tail. It's always it's a pendulum that's going to constantly be
Yeah.
swinging. But man, can we please just swing it somewhere besides just the basic bloodshed?
but do you think that like it's people need to be more conscious? You know what I mean? Like elevate consciousness in a sense, because like this war shit is like you said earlier, barbaric as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm assuming once we elevate to a certain level of consciousness, you need an ashtray, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But once you elevate to a certain level of consciousness, you're beyond that. You know what I mean? Like these days, I'm more so non-violent.
All right, let's
You know what I mean?
rephrase it even as far as elevated to conscious. Is it even elevating, or are you just shedding some ego You know what I mean? Just stripping away like these preconceived like things that
I
you're raised
think
with,
you
and just
are.
seeing the truth.
I think
you know?
you're 100% correct, and I think you explained it way better because I think for me it's just like I can be a super egotistical fucking.
Right,
I
yeah.
can be an
Thank you.
egotistical
No,
prick.
you?
Same.
No.
It's almost it's what's
No.
called what I read is a super ego.
Yeah.
It's like especially when you've like shed that ego but unfortunately it's like that's where like delusions of grandeur
that's
this
where-
and that can come
yeah,
in. It's like
exactly.
I've went through that, like
Yeah.
years ago and stuff. That's why I can't really touch, certain hallucinogens and stuff.
Well, that's what's crazy about fucking DMT for me is that
you just
like
feel so good though
DMT
that you feel like
was
you
my
know it all. And
right.
you're
Well,
like,
DMT was mine. It
Right.
like it shattered my existence. You know what I mean? It shattered
Salvia did it for me. That was the
dude,
opposite.
Yeah,
of
dude. I see. I had a fucking couple friends, dude, that fucked with that, and it's just like it didn't sound great.
It's not.
No,
It's the opposite of DMT. That's the best way I can explain it for you. Because
So
I've
it's
done both. I've
forever?
done both. It's like how DMT is like I'm opening up your everything to everything.
Right.
Salvia is like folding in on everything. Like
Oh my God.
it's
Not
like
built for
going
that.
to the inner like
sounds
self
crazy.
and not the outer self.
You
yeah,
might
it's
just speak that.
it ain't good.
I might- we
Because
might.
you feel where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Because you know how open and like
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what
warm DMT
Yeah.
is.
Dude,
It's
well,
that's
it's
what-
shredding and
Incredible.
folding.
Yeah,
salvia.
see, I heard the same thing about fucking what was it? K. I heard K was
Especially,
kind of like the same, but like I tried it once, dude, and fucking like I don't know.
I just felt kind of stuck. It's like
Yeah,
I did a
it's-
bit and I didn't want to do more. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, if I got to do more in this, I'm good.
Yeah,
Right.
well, that was the
Not
thing
for me.
Yeah, that was the thing for me. It was like oh, you just gotta do some more, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Now I'm fucking weirded out. You know what I mean? But at the same time with DMT, man, I jumped right off the fucking deep end with that, and it was like it fucking changed everything for me. Changed everything. Like it literally, it told me what my ego was and how to. Kate, we
Dude,
grabbed
I
that.
wouldn't have probably knew what DMT was if it wasn't for you, and you were there. When
Yeah, no, I tried that back in 2009.
You got me beat. Like I was chasing it for years.
I didn't do it again for years. I didn't have to, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
remembered it plain as day, even when I did try it again, a couple, like,
Bro, that's how it is for
it's
me
been 2
too.
years, I think, since
I've
I've done
been-
it last, but,
It's been a bit more recent than that.
well,
for me,
I know
but-
you got into it, and that's cool. It's like, for sure. Do your
But-
whatever,
well-
wherever it tells you think you need to,
Well,
like,
for me, dude.
experience,
Well,
but-
for me, it's like I don't know because like I have a hard time remembering the shit when I come out of it. So it's like
I don't. It's weird.
I
It's
Yeah, I remembered. I only did it once.
Dude,
you know
listen.
what
I can only guarantee that I've 100% broken through. Like fucking cannon shot out of a cannon, broken through was one time, and I can vaguely describe that, but it still would sound like fucking nonsense on here. You know what I
I've
mean?
been getting better, but it's like that. We can get into that.
Yeah,
at
we'll get
different
into that
times if
into
you
a
want,
different time. But all right. So getting back to it, like, do you think that the people can see past violence right now? Like, do you think people like because right now there's what are they going to do to change it? What's President Trump going to do to change it?
That's what I was trying to answer. Is deep down, I think it's gonna get worse.
It is.
I don't think our legislators that are in there. I think no matter I don't see eye to eye Hayden for a lot of reasons, Cuomo, but I think he might actually be one to come out with like some better messages than Trump will with all this. You know what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
think. Do you think that's strategic, or do you think that's fucking honest?
I mean, whatever the intention is behind it, at this point, that's a whole other like thing to deal with later.
Oh yeah, where's that blunt? What the fuck is going on here? I was like, I know I fucking just lit a blunt. Well, right, and this is what I mean is just like
I don't think with the current cabinet and people that's where their mindset is, and it's some weird like dystopian, like I'm not gonna say Nazi because that gives them too much credit.
Right.
Hitler was a fucking genius. Trump is a retard.
yeah.
As far as I'm
No,
concerned.
no, that's
Some of
It's
the
like-
shit, some of the shit that comes
No,
out
it's
is
like- oh, I
for
mean,
real.
it's like-
incredible.
no, that's for real, dude. And
I mean, not just because I say he's a genius doesn't mean he's not an absolute despicable like person. And it's like
Tom,
but it's,
you know how much shit I've taken over the years
Yeah.
for saying that exact statement.
it's
You
like
know how much shit
it's
this
like-
guy over here gave me the other day because I was gonna order a fucking stamp. I started I just started collecting stamps, right? And I'm browsing through fucking eBay, dude. You know what I mean? And my first one was that Admiral Byrd one. Like, I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook. I got one.
That thing's fucking awesome.
That thing's dope. It's in the car if you guys want to see it. But anyways, I see one that it's fucking Hitler. You know what I mean? And it's like douche Reich on it or whatever the fuck it says. And it's like however many, I don't know what the coin was back then, but it was like, but it was a historic stamp, and I'm like, fuck, dude. You know how many people would give me shit if I bought that?
Right.
Because I knew you're fucking supporting Hitler. Like, no.
Yeah, you might as well get SS tattooed on your forehead. You know what I mean?
Right.
So-
Dude, I fucking knew you shaved your head for a reason.
yeah, you'd be shit.
Right, you know what I mean? So it's like, it pisses me off, dude, because like me, I'm a big fan of history. Like, I fucking love collecting any piece of history I can get my hands on. And
yeah, you are a big history.
right, you know what I mean? And it's just, fucking shit like that. It's like, you can't be open-minded about it. That's why most people will be offended by Holocaust talk. You know what I mean?
Well, and then going into not only that, but before that, the whole reason for the collapse of the economy back in the 1920s.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and what made why Hitler was able to do what he did as far as the Holocaust is concerned, and why the Germans gave him that much power was because of who was in charge of the banks back then.
Yeah.
And it's like, and once again, I'm not gonna pull some racist card, because it's like it wasn't all like an entire race that did it. It was some very specific people. But that he used that against them because of their nationality of those bankers and stuff. But then again, you get into the whole Zionism thing. It's like then after all this happened, all of a sudden they're right back in Israel.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even Israeli Jews. It was these Eastern European Jews that got down into there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, dude,
it's weird. It's just,
I can't wait to get into this topic
weird,
with you a
man.
little deeper, because a lot of people don't know the difference between the two Jews.
Khazar
or
and-
Hasidic, or, you know what I mean? They don't know the difference. Like, and as Adam's
As-
raising his
as
hand
I
over
raise
here.
my hand,
Well, listen,
I got nothing for it.
right. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But there's like, there was ones that came from the Caucasus Mountains and fucking shit like that, dude. And like, some Jews don't think other Jews are real Jews. You know what I mean? And it's, it's super like super segregated. Oh, dude, there's
Jews out there.
Listen, bro, there's a lot of hate in the world, dude.
Oh,
And-
yeah, especially
and-
just because of, like, sand. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And, like, the prophets that died on it. Like,
Yeah.
it's, or that tripped, we'll say. Like, that hallucinating.
Bro, the Crusades were fought over the hooligans.
100 years of them.
Yeah,
About just a Holy Land, man, over where some, like,
The Knights Templar and all that shit, bro.
Yo.
They were that's the Knights Templar originated during the Crusades.
That's
Well,
where
they say it goes back further
That's
than
where
that,
our
but
fellowship originated.
Yeah.
That's where it all comes from, or at least how they got knowledge of it into Western Europe.
yeah, for sure.
Because, like,
and they were like basically
Learn
that.
something new every day.
Well, Adam, I'll just bring you into it real quick because it is a really cool story. It's so basically the Knights Templar worked for the Pope. You know what I mean? They fought for the church. They fought for the Holy Land. You know what I mean? During the Crusades, and eventually
they became mercenaries, though.
Yeah, they were mercenaries, but what happened was, dude, is that they fucking established their own banking system. Like what they did was they said, okay, well, look, you can give a Knights Templar money here, take this note that they'll know it's real, and in some other city you can go to the Knights Templar and they'll give you your money back. Right. You know what I mean? You don't have to travel with it and get robbed and everything else.
Right.
But so now what they do is they get super fucking powerful, bro. They go fucking find whatever they find under Al-Aqsa or whatever the fuck it was, you know what I mean? And, under the temple, under Solomon's temple.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Al-Aqsa and all that shit, research it.
Right.
But in any event...
I will.
But
now.
But in any event, what happened was so now they got too powerful, right, for the Pope and the King. You know what I mean? So they conspired.
Not even powerful. They just owed money to the Knights Templar, and they didn't want to pay it.
Yo, no bullshit. They did.
They just owed money.
They owed money to the Knights Templar.
But they had armies, unfortunately, and the Templars really didn't.
So they issue a papal bull, basically, and here is the original origin of Friday the 13th.
Yep.
On Friday the 13th.
Malay.
Yeah, D. Malay.
That's where Malay comes from.
Yep. So they issue
I guess
this.
you can learn two things. In
Yo,
one day.
they issue this papal. Listen, they issue this papal bull, bro. And what's fucking nutty about all this shit, right? So they issue this papal bull, right? And basically, at the same time, across everywhere, they run down on the Knights Templar, right? Well, eventually, Jacques de Molay was he was the Grandmaster at the time, and they were like one of the last ones that weren't captured. The fucking king swindles them into coming into the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we're going to make a deal, blah, 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 blah. Dude, they burn them at the fucking stake, right?
Yep.
Oh man.
Well,
Now-
and consider because of all the witchcraft and stuff,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
I
Well,
mean,
they charged them with heresy, which is heresy. I'm pretty sure is just speaking against the king or whatever the fuck.
and,
it
well,
is.
and the Pope, because like I said, like the heresy goes more into religion.
Yeah,
you
you're
know what I
right.
mean?
Yep.
Because and what for the things that they were practicing, you know, their rituals.
Spitting on the cross at him,
Yeah.
fucking
Right.
homosexuality. Like these dudes were warrior monks, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
it's sad because it's like it really like kind of tarnished them for even today for what
Yeah,
they were. 'Cause
forever.
it's like dude, it's like then that's like going back to like 2009 YouTube conspiracies, you know, that put them all in a bad light, like
Yeah.
all that stuff and Masons and stuff. But that's what got
Yeah.
me into it because I was able to like kind of see through that and the symbolism itself.
yeah, it's the
And-
esoteric value of it.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, 100,
You
same,
know,
100%.
You know, it's
Like-
the esoteric. It's the ancient mystery school.
Right.
That nobody sees that it is. You know what I mean? It's an ancient mystery school that has continued on for. It's just had to go into allegories. You know what I mean? And symbolism.
And sometimes that's the only way you can even describe those things. You know, it's like because you're bringing. It's just they're trying to grasp things that are in the realm of thought.
Adam, you want this here blunt?
They're all describing mental processes and stuff, and that's what Jung tries to get into with
Yeah.
his analytical psychology. But he was one of the greatest alchemists of all time, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned. But
Well, right, and it's just absurd, man. That ancient knowledge has always been suppressed. You know what I mean? And it still is suppressed.
but always there too in plain sight at the same time in a weird way. Like,
Well, I think but I think we're led to believe like again, we're getting back to the systematic thing is
Right.
that we're only limited to the information that is given to us. So like if guess what, everybody's controlled information, it's like if somebody's disseminating the information is biased in any way, it's not good information.
right. But it's like, but here's why I give a lot of credit to the old, you know, Masons and stuff, and the builders and the architects of the past because they knew this, but they also knew that the church was the biggest influence of all. So they put all of their knowledge and they could into their buildings. You
Yeah.
know, to reflect those,
Yeah.
what I think are hallucinogenic experiences. Like the way that they
Dude.
build some of those cathedrals and stuff and the painting. Rennes Le Chateau.
Dude, I
Do you know
know.
about that?
I
Like, dude,
I'm gonna have to
take a
look it
picture,
up.
look at a picture of Rennes Le Chateau, dude, and tell me that's not a TMT trip.
I'm gonna look
Tell
at
me
it,
it's not a
dude.
DMT trip.
Well,
dude.
yeah,
It's
well,
like when
did
you're
you-
looking at it from like a certain angle.
Well, let's back it up a little bit. Did what was it? Moses in a burning bush. And
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly, it was an acacia bush.
Right.
Yeah, and which guess what is the active
It's
ingredient in the
one of the
acacia
main
bush?
one of the main like roots of ayahuasca brew, right?
Well, no, it's rich in DMT, and so it's like you can extract DMT from acacia too. You know what I mean? It's a different process, but
Right.
you can do it. You
That's
know
what
what I mean?
yeah.
Well, I don't recommend anybody do it out there if you are
No.
listening, but at the same time,
You could.
do whatever you want to do and have whatever experience you want to have.
We don't condone it, but we don't judge it either.
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. But at the same time, right. And I think let's talk about Santa Claus real quick. I'm gonna drop something on you guys. You might know, Tom. Amanita muscaria, right, is a mushroom.
again?
Oh, the red and white guy with that, you know, eaten by the
All right.
fox
So
and
the
all that?
traditional.
Yeah.
The traditional idea of a mushroom, like you see the psychedelic bullshit, and it's like, all right, the red and white cap, you know what I mean, and it's like got the white stem.
I've never done mushrooms.
Well, so check this out. This is an entirely different one that you usually do. Like usually you get the psilocybin or
I've heard
cubensis
that
or whatever.
shit could kill you if you eat too much of it or something.
Amanita
Like,
muscaria?
yeah, I heard that
No,
was rough.
no. So if you eat the right one, you're good. You know what I
But
mean?
there's some that look like it.
Dude,
that
there's
mess you up.
ones. That's the problem is there's very different species, dude, of the same Amanita muscaria. So
How
like
do you know the difference?
there's very distinguishing
I stay
marks.
away.
Right.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I would
like,
leave
you-
it
you
to
just- I can
right.
tell you
I
I'll
would
never
try to
do
leave.
it.
I've never tried that. You know what I mean? But I would try my best to identify it the best way I could.
I've eaten a significant amount of cubensis to know that it's like I don't really want to eat something more because my stomach, like, it's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough on the stomach.
Well, but anyways, so they think, but just Amanita muscaria is that traditional
Yeah.
red fucking mushroom you
With
see
the
in
white speckles,
yeah,
you know what I
psychedelic
mean?
shit. I'll show you a picture later, but
Yeah.
essentially, dude, the idea of Santa Claus was from ancient
Reindeers eating them, right?
reindeers eating the fucking.
And that's why they're flying.
Yeah, reindeers were eating. Well, they were pissing in something too, though. They were like pissing in water that resident, like people were drinking or some shit.
Oh, I bet everybody was getting in on it.
yo,
The animals and the people, they're
dude,
all in on it.
I'm butchering it. You know what? I wish I had a little bit. I wish we
I know,
planned it, but
like something up and like reading about it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a Christmas special.
for real though, because it bases the whole idea of Santa Claus on the mushroom, Christmas, all of it. Like the whole idea of the not the winter solstice, because that happens anyway. But
You guys are gonna send me down so many wormholes and
There's a lot of them.
dude, Adam, you don't
reading
even
all
know,
sorts
bro.
of weirdo
Now that
shit,
you're
bro.
actually on the fucking show and you get to see what's going on and
Right.
time, and like we talked about it before you came on, and Adam was a little nervous for anybody listening out there because he didn't know what to talk about. You know what I mean? But you done great. You know what I mean? But this is what the point of this show is, dude. Is like to have people be like, "Oh shit, what the fuck is Alexa?"
It's like
You know
it
what I
might
mean?
seem random, all our connections too and stuff, but that's kind of the point, you know. It's like there's
Well, knowledge is power. You know what I mean?
and way
So-
things connect in your brain and stuff is random like that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how
Snaps,
I think.
yeah.
I'll think of something, you know, and 5 minutes later, you know, trying to figure out like the name of something, and I'll have some weird like connection that will like remind me of the word or whatever, and then I'll think of it and remember it right there, you know. That's just how things work, like especially when you're talking about stuff like this.
Yeah,
Right.
well, right, and every conversation segues, and that's what I was trying to tell him. I was like, you know what, dude, we're just gonna bullshit. We're just gonna hang out, and we're gonna fucking, you know, we'll talk about current events. We'll get started there.
No, I'm
and
having
then-
fun with it. I'm glad it's been this fluid.
yeah,
to be
Dude,
honest.
listen,
I'm having a
yo,
blast.
well, you were nervous, weren't you?
Well, good angst. You know, there's always angst, but
You
it was a
listen-
good angst. I've never done anything like
Now,
that.
you
Before. I've never
said-
put headphones on and talked and like had to hear my own voice. And
Now
shit.
you
like,
said you
Right.
listened to the first couple episodes, right?
Oh, yeah.
All
Like
right,
the
so
first
now,
4, I think.
Now the first episode, bro, I was fucking shitting a brick.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, I was so scared. dude.
This has helped a little.
Yeah,
It's, like,
see,
calmed my nerves
yeah,
a
see
little
me.
bit.
I don't,
It's
dr-
like-
I don't drink. I don't drink, but I smoke a lot of weed.
Well, I'm
I
starting-
don't really either. It's like I probably won't have much more than
Yeah,
this.
dude.
That's why it's like you said you offered the kids. I was like,
Well,
oh,
unless
you know.
Kate wants it, dude, you can take it home with you.
Oh, she's more than welcome to it too. It's, but-
So,
Well, listen.
for sure. All right. But
I like alcohol, so
Oh,
it'll get drank.
yo, you know what's funny, Thomas? I gotta say it real quick. It was so funny because like me, I'm not an alcohol guy, right? Ask Adam. I'm just not anymore. When I
I'm
was
sure
younger,
someone was giving me shit about these.
it was
I
me.
love them, though.
It was me.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck though.
Yo.
I don't know you that well, but I was giving you a little bit of
No,
shit,
that's okay.
you know?
It's
Yo,
like-
dude. Well, Tom, it was funny because like I had my little. I lost my ID, so I had to have my little brother go into the store, right? So he needed a ride, so I had to tax him. I'm like, dude, you're going into the store for me. You know what I mean? And sure enough, so I'm like, dude, all right. So listen, you know, Tom said something about seltzers, so I need you to get me some seltzers. But like, are there manly seltzers? Like, I don't know what.
Hell no.
I don't know.
The girliest
Right.
ones tasted better.
Well, it gets better, bro. It's even funnier, right? So like, I'm like, all right. He's like, dude, there's no such thing as a manly seltzer. And I was like, okay, well then just get whatever is like a fucking seltzer. You know what I mean? And then you know what Adam drinks, so just grab that too. And so he goes in and he calls me and he's like, all right, dude, there's fucking Bud Light seltzer, there's Trulies, and then there's White Claw. And I'm like, what? He's like, that's what seltzers are. And I was like, I don't know, dude. Just grab the manliest one that you think, right? Dude, he walks out with this one. And it's all
good.
and it's all
This
fruity.
is what I do. That's
Well,
Truly's my jam.
Well, why would
so.
I see? I would have got the Bud Light. When you say man, like get the manliest one.
But, bro,
You know what I
it's
mean? That's
like-
as far as
for
Dude,
me-
you're not the only guy I've
No,
seen
no,
drink
no.
a-
For me,
Yeah,
it's
my
just as
brother-
easy
my
as it's
brother
like
drinks
it's
them.
cutting carbs. It's like
Yeah.
I do like a good like sour and like craft beers and stuff. I don't really drink just the regular beer anymore. I mean, I guess I'm a hipster, you know, whatever. But like This during summer especially, it's just I don't feel like all heavy and stuff like
Yeah,
I
it's
do
cool.
with like a lot of hops and stuff, and there's no carbs.
So is it like a legitimate seltzer that's like a flavored water but alcohol?
Yeah, basically with a malt alcohol. So it's like there's but the Trulies don't use aspartame for the sweetener. They use
Good.
like
Well, that's not. That's just not good for you.
no
aspartame.
No, that's what like I think White
Give
Claws
you a
use.
fucking heart attack.
But
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm
No,
sure,
it was hilarious.
That's why I like him.
Because I was like, he came out with it, and I was like, that's the fucking manliest one you can find.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I had to do it.
I seen
No
him.
shame, dude.
No,
shame.
dude, and that's why, like, for me, I was glad to buy him, dude, because it's the first podcast that I was able to actually like we've done it a couple here times at Adam's house, but it was like to have a guest on, and then you're only our second guest, bro. You know what I mean? It went Irv Ackerman, and then you.
Word, I heard that episode.
You know what I mean? And Irv's a fucking great dude too. Another brother.
Yeah,
another
no,
Mason,
shout out. I haven't met
you
him
know?
yet, but I've heard he's a solid dude. So.
Yeah, he's fucking
Irv's
great,
shit.
dude. He's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, yeah, dude, I gotta get some drinks. And Adam, and unfortunately, Ray couldn't be with us today. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was like, I'll get these dudes some drinks. They can have a couple drinks. I'll smoke my fucking mad weed.
Creative juice, dude.
Yeah,
We're-
and we'll hang, dude.
We're doing it.
Fucking chill, So, but,
Yeah, it's like it's about all we can do right now.
how's work doing for you with all this shit? Like, how you got you staying busy? Busy?
No, yeah. I mean, I work for one of the largest non-union contractors in the area, so we've had work even all through COVID. But I was unemployed for about a month, but then stuff started picking back up again.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, I'm not gonna shout out to my employer right now. Who knows?
Nah, dude.
Try not to do
No, you don't want to mix it.
Nah.
You don't want to mix it. That's a.
Nah.
We had the same issue with Irv. Like I had to, and I probably should have did it with you too. You know what I mean? It was just if there were any push.
Oh
Topics
no!
that were,
It's
like,
not even a push topic. It's just
Well, no, but I don't want to.
I know who
somebody
I
on-
am, and I might
yeah.
say something that might not be
Well,
in the
you
best
don't
interest.
only represent yourself. That's
exactly.
That's the point of it.
Exactly.
It's just like I want.
and
Self-control.
I'm learning a lot more of that this year, especially after joining the Brotherhood and stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I did. You know what I mean? Like, it's just to have, like, actual, like, a set of people also keeping you in check in a way that you want to be kept in check, though.
Absolutely. And it's
To those
It's a
symbols that we hold
support-
ourselves
it's a,
to.
and
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
support system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure, dude.
Symbols
Yeah.
that I have been looking at for the last 10 to 12 years and, like, have been already working my own ideals around even without
Yeah.
that,
Well,
but
for
now-
anybody listening that doesn't know, the three of us are members of the Freemasons, and it's we're not. It's just a secret society anymore. Like we're a secret society, but not. We're whatever.
Right. It's like, dude, I mean, it's like all we, we can even talk about what it is. It's just,
charitable
we
organization.
just can't talk about like the actual
Inner workings of anything.
ritual. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's
And
it.
we can even call it ritual. It's like,
Yeah.
'cause that's what it is. But
For
it's
sure.
like, it's just, and all that does is like just on a spiritual level. If you do, as soon as you do, and you bring people that weren't in the ritual into it, it just ruins that energy. If we're gonna talk about it on that level,
Well,
like,
it's weird.
it
dude.
makes it less significant.
Well, did I tell you about the one time we had that guy? Like he was. It's a weird topic for some people, man. Some people don't understand.
Well, some
it.
people still like have a lot of pent up because they followed those conspiracy videos hard and stuff, and like, they know about the
it's-
Masons but don't see them in a good light.
The problem is, man, is that right? They don't see him in a good light. It's all touch.
I've become a better man since the day I became a man.
Well, listen, it's
know?
but again, it's tough, man. Like I have to stay true to myself, and it's the same power structure that fucking I rage against every day. You know what I mean?
a lot of the people in it.
Yeah, right. And
Unfortunately, it's like, and then are we any better than the cops now? It's like,
well,
dude,
no,
when we don't
I'm not
police our
saying
own,
I'm
you
not
know,
saying
it's-
that. I'm not saying that because any person that I've personally met in the Freemasons has been a fucking amazing person.
Right.
There's been very few that I didn't get along with, or very few that I've even had disagreements with. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's almost that thing we were talking about, being blind to it. Like this system is already here. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't believe Masons control everything. I don't believe that because I've done the grassroots shit. You know what I mean? We've been on the front lines. You know what I mean?
right.
But at the same time, it's like, you're still like it broke my heart kind of when they were silencing dudes. You know what I mean? Like the Freemasons were silencing dudes because it's like we're built on free thinking. You know what I mean? So, and like I get it. I understand you represent something that is bigger than yourself now. I understand. But at the same time, man, it's like you can't dumb us down. You know what I mean? You can't say, "Hey, look, this guy wants to make change. Don't let him make change."
Well,
you know?
right.
Especially in a positive way. You know what I mean?
Well, and at the end of the day, you know, it's like if by silencing, like, you know, what's the right side? Like, are they actually abiding? Are they the one? It's like we might be the ones that are a little more rough and maybe could like hone our, you know, rough ash, you know, all that a little bit.
Yo,
you know,
listen, 100%, 100%. We are the rough ashlar, and we're trying to be the perfect ashlar, and we won't get any further into that. You know what I mean? But it's still at the same time.
I think they're just it's like them like trying to silence us is just as against that same principle. You know what I mean? It's like how are they not holding themselves to that same square when there's so much injustice? Like,
well, right, absolutely. There should be change, and I'm sure every Grand Lodge and I'm sure every lodge out there.
Well, they see it, and I've seen like, but they also have to take their very neutral stance as well as far as like politics go. Because they are just more, you know, that system of morality and focus, and they don't really want to get any more involved in that. Just because
you have to stay out of it, dude.
You know
for the most
part,
for
it to maintain as long as it has. That's how it's maintained as long as it has, and
it really has.
You know, if it's going on for this long, that's how it has to.
Well, I mean, yeah, and it's survival.
And going back to that horse to water thing, you know what I mean? It's like people will get involved with it as much as they awake to it. You know what I mean? It's you can't really dunk people into it, you know? So
yeah, you have to want it, dude. You really do. Like I've always questioned shit my entire life, dude. I've always been that person. You know what I mean? And obviously all of us have because we're all fucking
here we
sitting here. We're all sitting here, dude, and this is what we do. You know what I mean? Is we want to challenge the ideas, you know? And for me itself, it was like, you know, there was still a certain construct that was in my way. Like it was like my ego. You know what I mean? Because my ego was like, you know,
always gets in the way.
Always gets in the way. You know what I mean?
And that's all of us.
And then it's realizing that what's important. You know what I mean? Like what's important is, you know, and it's not money. It's not fucking property. It's not wealth. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, those are great. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, when can we get back to humanity and like everybody's helping each other? You know what I mean? Like,
when have we had that?
Well,
you know, I mean, that's why it's like it's all a process. You know, it's like it might all be cyclical, but I do see progress in each cycle. It's been a very and also very much more turmoil too, as far as like technology and stuff is brought upon us, like with nuclear stuff and all that. You know, it's exponentials.
Yeah.
Just like it's a natural truth. It's a mathematical truth almost as far as exponentials work.
Sure.
Everything is exponentially going and exponential as far as expanding and
that's what I mean. It's infinitely expanding.
Swinging. Yeah.
There's so many. It's so crazy, man. When you get it, I love physics, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let me put this out there. I'm not a physicist.
Me either.
But it's like the shit that I can understand.
I'll toy with the thoughts when like I can and, you know, try to like wrap my head around what I can. I'm definitely not, I don't have a professional.
Right. I'm not a fucking scientist, dude. But yeah, that's what I mean. Is like, especially what you saying, time is cyclical. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost. I read a book when I was on vacation, dude, and fucking it was like Tales from the Time Loop by David Icke. You know who David Icke is?
Is it Icke or Ick?
I don't know, dude. I always call him David Icke.
I think it's Ick.
It was a weird.
But yes, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I listened to so much of his stuff back in the day.
Yeah, see, I read it, like Jay Chaplin sent me his books, dude, when I was away, and fucking, they were awesome. They were so fucking deep, you know what I mean? But like,
it's like
one was Tales from the Time Loop, David Icke or Ike.
IKE.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's pronounced quite a few different ways. You know what I mean? But for him, I'm sure it's one way.
He's so well spoken. It's so hard to not believe anything he's saying, but. Damn, some of it is far out there.
It's way out there.
All the Anunnaki stuff,
all right,
like the Mayan stuff.
But this is, and I don't know though, bro, because like, let me tell you, like reading some of his shit, dude. Like I read, fuck.
I'm
dude.
not saying it's not true, but man, those are some incredible things like that. If they are, holy smokes!
Yeah.
But like,
well,
it's like,
for Adam, if he doesn't know,
unfortunately, I'm a seeing is believing, and
So
I
it
know
seems
you
to be
kind
the-
of
the
are
theme.
too.
It
I
seems
mean,
to be the theme today.
I am, dude, but at the same time, I think that if I have any faith at all, it's like I put it in that we'll know eventually what the fuck is really up. You know what I mean?
They can't hide it
with
forever.
everything. You know?
Revelations. It's
Yeah.
like that's what's happening. All these like races being revealed. All this stuff. It's like UFOs. Holy shit! Like you
Bro,
know,
it's
out of
20
nowhere, bro. It's just like,
Bro,
hey, that's the thing.
2020, and nobody fucking cares about UFOs, dude. Like they just smothered that. Like look at this now. Like there hasn't been talk about Corona in a couple
Dude,
days.
lame
like,
as 420, by the way. Thanks, Corona. Fucking
yeah,
dude, it was a whole month of 420, and we had to do it alone.
Yeah.
like in our own homes. Like,
bullshit,
Right,
dude.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, it's fucked up, dude.
you know, I'm an asthmatic, so I avoided it as long as I could. But I'm at the point now where it's like, if it's to happen, so be it. You
yeah.
know?
Right.
Well,
What are
it's
you gonna do?
right, and that's the thing, man. Is just
And-
there's certain
and,
stories that,
and by the way, I do take precautions still out in public though to not be
Oh,
interference and to
Oh,
reduce
dude.
the risk to
Oh,
other
yeah.
people if it is. It's like I'm not.
Well,
yeah,
I wear a
I'm
mask.
not. It's like
I wear a mask when I go
yeah,
to stores
exactly.
and shit.
It's a respect thing, you know. It's
For
like
me,
I'm
it's
not. It's like
100%
to respect to all the
respect.
people that have died from this shit. It's like because they have died. Whether who invented it, where it comes from, this, that, how it
none of
affects
that-
us,
none of that matters.
people have gotten fucked up. Like,
and still,
and still are, and it's past flu season, so that kind
yeah.
of says something.
And still
you
in
know?
all, and you still have older people that are frequenting the same spots. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like for us
Yep.
that are younger, like Tom, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm gonna be 30 this August.
Nice. So yeah, I'm 32. Adam's
Oh, yeah,
37.
Yeah, fuck
Um,
you, bro. Sometimes I feel like I'm 37. But
No,
only
I'm just
32.
kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, but at the same time, we're still relatively young. You know what I mean? So like our immune systems, you know what I mean, are stronger than others. So it's like I wear it just in case. You know what I mean?
No, for
Other,
sure.
Older people, it's a respect thing.
Yeah,
like you
right.
said.
It's like it's like you could be carrying it. It's like I don't deny any of that stuff, and whatever.
Well,
It's
again,
like-
I'm not a doctor, and I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
but I do know enough that like moisture from your mouth can carry stuff, and if you cough, whatever,
yeah.
talk too loud, it gets somewhere. That's
Speaking
how
of
it
which,
spreads.
you got the brand new mic. Like, that's just brand new,
Oh,
brand new
you
spanking.
got
new.
some extra foams for it.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't been kissing or anything, but
No.
if anything, I've been too far away
Bro,
from it the
I
whole
just
time.
I just watched. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, dude. It's funny, man. We'll see how it sounds when it's done. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I can hear myself pretty well, even when it was
It's-
a little quiet. But
it's weird,
It
dude.
wasn't great quality.
Yeah, it's
I know.
weird because I'm like watching the fucking thing over here, and it's like
You can, like,
it's-
see it,
I can
like-
see when you're away from it, it's like little. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then when you're close, it's like bigger. So
Yep.
I can tell like it's picking up better. You know what I mean? So, but it fucking sounded great to me, dude. I'm having a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
no,
this
it
is
was a good time.
Fucking
Good
I'm
time.
so-
It's still
I'm-
daylight out too, so I'm kind of
Yeah.
stoked. It's like, hey, yeah, we're kind of doing this all, but
Yeah, well, no, it was crazy, man. Because like as soon as we had talked, I was like, "Yo, I gotta get you on." Like as soon as we hit it off at Dan Hogan's,
dude.
bro.
And that's why it's like, and that's why I joined in the first place. Like that was it. Like that was it. And like as soon as Dan's like, "Yo, it's like I got a new house. Like I'm looking for anybody that can help." I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, I know electric. What's up?" Like,
Yeah, I hit him up
And
too.
there
dude.
was, so-
I hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, what do you got going on?" You know what I mean? And we obviously I was there with you a whole bunch.
right.
But and those are the conversations that I really wanted to build this podcast on, man. Is because they get so in depth and they're so emotional and intelligent. You know what I mean? That it has to happen, man. I've missed the shit out of Dan. He texted me the
Oh
other
yeah,
day,
no,
bro.
it's like it was cool hanging out with him yesterday and Trey, and like he's in a good spot though. Like he's happy with
Good,
everything. Like
good.
he-
I'm fucking stoked for him.
It's like that's what he's definitely will be hanging out there.
Good for him, dude.
He's stoked with all the work and he wants it to have everybody over there soon. But
Yeah,
obviously,
solid, dude.
You guys put a lot
this
of work
shit
in there.
sucks.
Yeah, no, dude.
this
A lot of work
shit,
in there.
everything
Yeah, I
going
suppose.
on, man. Holy fuck.
Well, right, and so now they're starting to
But
open.
hey.
They're starting to open things up again.
It's like this has been a year about tearing off Band-Aids, though. You know what I mean? It's like that's really what it
bro.
is. Like it's like I just
Fuck you,
it's
dude.
Like,
it's more like waxing an
I
eyebrow.
know. It's like I had in my relationship. You know, it's like
perspective. That's like the best way to.
It's like waxing an eyebrow.
2020. It's kind of funny, like the anagram, how they both line up, like whatever. You can get in the numerology behind all that shit, like.
Dude, well, you know what's funny, man, is I love numerology. I love it.
Dude,
I don't just because it's like driven me up some walls before.
Well,
I don't want to even go into it anymore.
It's tough because
it'll eat you alive.
How did you do it? Did you do it like with an app, or did you do it with like
back then there was no apps. It was Blackberries. You know what I mean? Like this was the time of like LG Envies and stuff.
Right.
So I was on my laptop and whatnot, just like on all these like little like woohoo like sites and stuff, looking up whatever I could find. Like Airwood experiences, though, that still existed back then. That was a huge part of like my like. Yeah,
because like I did it like I used an app, dude, and it was weird to me because obviously like
how much everything just.
Well, dude, let me tell you something. I don't have it on my phone now. This was a couple of years ago, but
dude,
like
you showed it to me.
I put all my information in as 100% honest. You know what I mean? And my social too. No, I'm just kidding. But in any event, I fucking dude, it was so on point. Like it was like I was reading it and it gave me the chills. I was like, no fucking way, dude.
It's part of the Kabbalah, you know what I mean? And that's you can get into Hermeticism and stuff, and like the three seekers to the universe or whatever, and that's the Kabbalah, alchemy, and then theurgy, which includes like doing ritual and based on star movements.
Right.
And
you're tracking
so
stars.
that's like where astrology, ritual, and all that comes is under theurgy. But that's it goes
dude, it's deep.
However deep
it's
you want, man.
Deep.
All you're doing is just tearing apart your existence.
Yeah. You're breaking it right down.
Yeah. It's like I don't know. Have you ever looked in like Rosicrucianism, Aleister Crowley, Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn?
Yep.
Like
for
so
sure.
you get their whole symbolism, like the golden rose cross lament that they have. It's one of the fucking craziest symbols ever, but it starts out,
I would recommend anybody to research it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because especially Aleister Crowley, dude, because Aleister Crowley was
what
fucking,
a trip.
Was doing some weird shit, bro. Like he would lock himself in his house for months and fucking summon demons and shit. Like
he would definitely
allegedly
say some words into some mirrors and books while, doing some things to try to induce religious experiences.
Oh yeah, he's having a ton of sex too.
It's like I don't want to say demons, this that. It's like I believe in energy, like going like your whole ghost episode, energy. You know what I mean? It's like you put that much thought, that much careful precision words based on numerology, based on numbers and stuff, and lining them up with certain symbols that make a certain thought in your head.
Well, Tesla thought about
the Matrix.
What was it? The power of three.
Kinda. It's like a cheat code for your own fucking reality. But like, I don't want to say it like that because there's huge mental sacrifice to everything. A chemical law of exchange. In order to obtain something, you have to give something up, and you'll lose your mind. I lost my mind. I'm not afraid to like say that. Like I went off the deep end when I was younger, and like I'm lucky to be able to stay here and be coherent after all that. Like,
for me, dude, it was See, I don't know. Like I've never had like a I guess a psychotic break in a sense. You know what I mean? But
I thought I was doing the same he was. You know what I mean?
I
was going the distance. Like I was just trying to like I was doing it with mushrooms. I was just trying to like. What can I make happen
set and setting.
This? Like,
set and setting, man. If your mindset is going into something like that, dude, woo,
yeah,
buddy.
Yeah,
right.
like I said, dude, I don't know how I came back.
Yeah, you know what, dude? But I think that's part of the process, though. And this is what I'm saying about consciousness. This is like, so I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm any more conscious than anyone else. And
it doesn't help me at all either. It doesn't make me a better person. If anything, it makes me more miserable. Like
and see, like
and jaded. Like, and I don't want to be that.
Well, jaded for sure. Jaded for sure because you already know the outcome. You know what I mean?
Right.
You already know what the fuck is going to happen, and it's like you see it, and it's like, all right, well, listen, I'm here. There's my energy is only here for a short period of time. This is a blip in a fucking radar, and I'm gone, and then I'm on a different dimension, or my energy still exists.
If we're that lucky.
I
you know,
see.
it's like we could. Who knows? That was like my salvia trip. Like just how every like dimension's like connected. We could just hop a track.
Hop right over.
You know, it's like Dark.
Well,
If you haven't
yo,
seen that on
I
Netflix,
think-
check that shit
Listen,
out.
I
What's it
think
called,
that's what
Dark?
happened.
Dark.
I think that's what happened with our current reality, dude.
Yeah.
This is why shit is so fucking nuts right now.
I think it's happening with
we got shifted.
multiple.
We shifted.
I think
We shifted.
I think it's multiple realities coming together from
Yeah.
all different
Yeah.
angles to one universal
Like
truth.
merging.
You know what I mean? But that could be an exponential forever event.
Yeah.
We might never get to that perfect solidity. You know.
Yeah.
Until it all blows up again, Big Bang, and we all start over and do it a billion more
Yeah.
times in eternity. You know.
Well, what's perfect?
true.
What's perfect though? You know.
Well, the universe is perfect.
That could be like what's happening every day inside our atoms. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
it's-
if you really want to get.
Yeah, well, it's funny, man, because I had a fucking conversation with another brother of ours about God. You know what I mean? Because he knows.
Ooh, that's a subject.
Because he
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that
he
one
triggered
alone.
me though. He triggered me because he knew it. Like he already knew my like
that one
Tom. Obviously, you can tell you know how I am,
Right.
and all of our brothers do too. You know what I mean? And like they'll like he said it to me. He's like, well, what about this? You know what I mean? And like basically saying that like their God was like the creator. You know what I mean? And gave us consciousness. You know what I mean? Because he's like, well, what do you consider God then? And I was like, well, no, I don't consider it God. I consider it energy or consciousness. And then he's like, well, then who put the consciousness there?
I think,
I'm like, dude,
it's
no,
like, I think it's more just
I think-
mathematical
I
and
think-
rigid than that.
I think,
it's
well-
like they're trying to personify it and like make yes, we're in
Well,
its image.
right,
If we're
E
gonna go with
equals
that, but
MC squared,
maybe
yeah.
it's more like we are just an image. It's not. Maybe this is just the form that had to be because of rigid mathematical consistencies that we just can't see based on frequency and vibration
Yeah.
and like God, I think is people want to make it malevolent or benevolent. I don't think it's either. I think it just is like
It's-
we are a part of some being and just trying to experience itself in any like Alan Watts, he said it, that we are just when a planet can apple, it apples. When a tree can apple, it apples. And we are the apples of a planet trying to experience itself and just see itself. Like I wanted to cut in earlier and say, like when you're talking about purpose, like as far like with my trips, it teaches me like the only purpose we really have is just to breathe. And maybe like we are just breathing for eternity because
what do you
without
think-
us, there's no separation. There's
Well,
no
what do you
thought.
think about the Buddhist thought of reincarnation then? Because this is infinite energy you're talking about,
Yeah.
right? This is infinite energy. So now we're reincarnating and now we're learning these alleged lessons to move forward into consciousness. So being
it's-
one with the universe.
Didn't you guys in your podcast talk about like kids though that will like kind of like have like experiences
Yeah,
from
past
like,
life experiences.
It's a tough and like like the one kid I heard like I don't know if you guys brought it up, but that would like had like he, seriously autistic and he would just like kind of stay under tables and just make like like sucking noises through a straw or something until like someone mentioned about his grandfather who had to like have like suck through a straw in a pond like
Right.
in Vietnam or something like that, and he snapped out of it as soon as like that story was like said in front of him. Like I don't know how much truth there is to that.
Well,
It's like that's a
right,
really nice
right.
story.
Well,
it's tough
it's-
to believe any of those.
Yeah, for
like,
sure, for sure.
And that's
and
what
I
makes
agree.
it tough. It's like, but
Yeah.
it's like reincarnation. It's like I'm not gonna say it either is or isn't.
So
It's like-
now I'll bring you up a step, right? The Dalai Lama. Do you know how they go about the process of choosing the next Dalai Lama, right?
right.
You were telling me about this the other day.
right, and
Yeah, you were
so
telling me
and
about
I'm
this the other day.
fucking stoked you brought it like somewhere in this direction. You know what I mean? Because now they take certain toys, right, and they go through
This
villages
is
and they
fucking
find
crazy.
out who the fuck the next Dalai Lama is, right? And they say I don't know what the odds are because I don't have the
it's
research
it's
in
something.
front of me.
It's a trait that the should.
It's
like,
the same four toys. It's like the Avatar, bro. It's like the same.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that, like
yeah,
the
it's like-
Airbender, exactly.
Yeah,
like
you're
how,
right.
yes.
It's that's exactly it. Is they basically fucking put these same toys.
That's
in
probably where
front of-
Avatar kind of based it off. of.
Probably
a lot of it.
Yeah,
seems
for
like,
sure. For sure, and it's all the monasteries and all the monks and shit. So I got to imagine it has some roots there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But they put these same four toys or same however many toys in front of these children, and it's like I don't know what the odds are. I don't know how many toys, but they pick the same exact toys or the same exact answers or whatever the fuck it is, whatever the process is,
Like the
every
same
single
order.
time. You know what I mean? So like the Dalai, and that's how they choose the Dalai Lama. You know what I mean? Like they basically say, okay, well the Dalai Lama picked these 3 toys.
Well, for the listeners, like
You know
I
what I
asked the
mean?
other day, we had this conversation. I asked the question, I was like, well, if they ask all these people, or all these kids, like, what happens if
A little
you
bit
know,
more into the mic.
what happens if all of them pick the same toys? You
Well,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, at that point,
What has it happened? Apparently, it's worked every time. So
well,
far.
but this is what I'm saying is that, like, I'm sure there's further tests that they would do. You know what I mean? But like the odds of that, you're testing tens of thousands of children. You know what I mean? Like of them picking the same toys that the prior Dalai Lama did. Now that's fucking nutty to me. So like, if there's any foundation of truth into those trials or those, you know what I mean, into that process, like, is that literal reincarnation?
It's tough. It's like there's a whole string of just thoughts that were just racing through my head about all this, dealing with like reincarnation or like I don't like to get into like angels and demons.
Me neither.
I like them.
Fucking
I
hate it.
like them more. But
hate
it's,
it.
but it's
Hate
like,
it.
but they're
Fucking
actual
hate
like
it.
they're very like strong archetypes.
Yeah.
And it's like when you can start talking in symbolism and archetypes, you can I feel like you can then go back into those realms. But
Right.
until you have to take out the literal aspects, there aren't, you know what I mean? But just these energies and frequencies are just always there that some things grow to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That then help in the natural process of whatever's going on in that
Well, that's
place.
what I was saying,
like
and-
just constant harmonies and tones that might be projecting throughout the universe forever that we experience on our DMT trips. You know what I mean? That just manifest things as they should in their what we conceive as chaotic
Yeah.
order, but really is just some big symphony that's just beyond us.
Beyond us, and that's how I took.
Just playing its tune.
Well, that's
like-
how I
It's
took.
all bigger
That's
than
how
us.
I took my experience, though. Was like, because I got the whole the full thing of the geometrics, all of it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And like my human brain couldn't fucking process it. It was like, but my energy, my consciousness felt like, "Yo, this is what you're supposed to see this. Like
Dude,
you're supposed to see this shit."
It's like, and here's that like super ego in me, and I hate like when I start talking like I had like a higher experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
for
want to
sure.
like it to sound like that, but like I remember playing a day. You know what I mean? It's like, and that's why I like to talk like on vibrations and stuff, like,
Yeah.
just like Tesla did, because literally just felt like that whole biblical trumpet. Like just a one tone that just starts like bringing everything
Yeah.
like. That cymatic wave that you see with like
I get a
sound waves
buzzing.
and stuff.
I
And
get a buzzing due to my
exactly.
ear. It's
And
like
it's a ring, but it's very it's not
it's
like
building
annoying.
up. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
It's like a horn
Yeah.
almost, and like if you ever look at the cymatics, and sound waves and how they affect like patterns and
fuck yeah,
stuff in
binaural
water, and
beats
it's like,
and fucking-
well,
dude,
exactly,
I
and
fuck
it,
with
and it
everything.
warps literally your vision into like whether that's like your pineal gland vibrating or between your pituitary gland.
Are you
like whatever
decalcifying
you know what I
it?
mean? Whatever. It's like, yeah, if you want to get into the woo-woo stuff, maybe it's like I'd like to be a little more hard than that.
Yeah, I
you know
know,
what I
dude.
mean? It's
I'm
like
just busting your
yeah,
balls.
it's like I'm sure like I definitely feel like like off,
It's fucking hilarious.
like
Dude,
what
so-
do they call it? Just like I see it a lot in like like certain hip hop artists and stuff where they just fall off. They fall off that spiritual
One-hit
path and just get a
wonders
little
and-
more angry and just
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
mean.
for sure.
Or just like Vinny Paz is one of my favorite like hip hop artists, and it happens to him a lot. Where like I can tell like where they used to
He's
talk
going
about
through
like
some shit.
serious like spiritual concepts, but then more and more it just gets more angry and just more like violent and stuff. And I feel him, but
is
it's
that
like
the yin and the yang though?
probably, but it's like sometimes it's really hard to pull yourself out from
Well,
that.
yeah,
like,
for sure.
that-
Listen,
that dark side.
I can,
I
I can 100% attest to that. You know what I mean? I've had times in my life where it was like super hard to pull myself out of a negative mindset. Like it was like, yo, everything fucking sucks. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, yo, man,
and it's easy to go there. It's really easy.
so easy to
It's
go
so
there.
much easier to
It's
feel
so-
good about stuff,
right? And
especially lately.
and it's
like-
not good for you.
And,
It's-
and it happens often sometimes.
and it
The
really
more,
does
like,
fuck up your vibration,
right.
dude. And it's like me, like coming home and shit. Like me, my approach was different. I had a lot of time to like meditate and like really get in touch with myself. You know what I mean? And it was like I when I came home, it was more so of like, all right, well, I need to have a different mindset. You know what I mean? A different vibe. It was a vibe. It was an energy. You know what I mean? For me, because once I started putting better vibes into the universe and getting back to myself, you know what I mean? The universe started blessing me back and was like, look, you know what I mean? Like shit was starting to balance out, and it was like, you have to maintain that balance. But at the same time, dude, there's still that violent part of me that's like, you know what? When this shit happened with George Floyd, right? That's his name. I don't mean to misquote it, but you know, when this shit happened with George Floyd, I was fucking enraged, bro. Like enraged, like another fucking human life was taken by these dudes. You know what I mean? It was like, but at the same time, I'm still sitting there like, fuck. You know, I don't want to. I'm not going to riot. You know what I mean? I'm not going to fucking riot.
And that's also like, you know, an almost problem with our society though, is that we have too much to lose. They give us a lot to lose, and
for sure,
you know, it's a complacency. Complacency is the killer of rebellion. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like we're all really comfortable, you know, even back then and like during the Revolutionary War, you know, what do they have? Just some houses and like a couple of barns and stuff, you know what I mean, to their name, even the wealthiest of them. Like, yeah, you know, they really didn't have much compared to like what we all have, you know, and
we live great.
And it's really tough to like kind of lose that norm and to think that you can do.
They want you to think that.
And not only that, but it's like, but they could all run to the woods. They had a great beyond west of them that they knew nothing about. Like, you know, like we don't have that. There's no running. Yeah. There's no hiding. We all know that deep down. It's like there's no boogaloo. There's no gonna be fighting against, you know, the government. Like, yeah, dude. It's like you're just lucky enough that if like the whole thing collapses, that you just got an area to defend yourself when there is no government. Yeah. Right. Like we're not fighting the government.
Well, for sure, dude. Well, that's I had the same thing. I had the same argument with somebody the other day. Was that
you can go down swinging?
It's impossible. Right. It's impossible, dude. Because
well, I mean, you better.
It's one of those questions of humanity.
To a like family man.
Well, this is what I'm saying. This is that question of fucking humanity now. Like, is that soldier gonna sit there and turn their fucking weapons on somebody, a family? You know what I mean? Children, women, when they're sitting there and their family's back home, and the same
and they are,
and they are.
They have been already.
But this is what I mean though. Is why? Why can't we establish like why? I get it. The military brainwashes the shit out of people. You know what I mean? It's a literal brainwashing.
Not only that, but it's like, but it's not even. It's like, you know, it's. I won't lie. I cringed a little bit at the ACAB, and it's not because I've said it myself sometimes, and I don't want to feel that way, but there's so. Right. You know, it's like I don't want. You know, it's like I don't want to feel that way, but I also agree. Like if you have 1,000 good cops and 10 bad cops, you have 1,010 bad cops.
Well,
because you're not.
Right.
It's like,
and they're not all bad.
It's like, especially if you know. Right. It's like they're not, but they're complacent as well.
All right,
it's like that whole complacency thing. It's like they're comfortable. They don't want to lose their job and career and this and that. And like they
fuck that.
I know.
Here's the problem. The issue is if you two, I'm just gonna use you two as examples. I know obviously you're not cops. You know what I mean? And everybody out there, Tom and Adam are not cops. You know what I mean? Adam and you two are partners, right? Tom decides to crack someone's fucking skull in, right? You're a good cop. He's a bad cop. What does the good cop do? He fucking smashes some fucking head too, and then later on they discuss it. You know what I mean? My issue is that a good cop, for every time you cover for a bad cop, you're just as bad as that cop.
Makes you a bad cop.
Right. And now here's the thing: is let's get back to the culture of police officers.
Oh, absolutely! It's like,
the culture of police officers is nobody likes a fucking rat, and police officers don't like a fucking rat, so they blackball you and they say you're not going to work with this dude.
Was it American Gangster?
No, I agree. I'm just saying. I think like there's some entire units out there that do police themselves and stuff. You know, unfortunately, we don't really have them around here because we've all been on the shit end of the stick with the law. But it's like when like an abuse of power. I think there are some actual good precincts out there, like probably not in too populated areas because that's where they get jaded. And unfortunately, when they get jaded is when they start doing shit like that. Even if it's not racist, it's just because they see it every day and they just are
they
sick
fall
of it.
into it.
Whatever, you know. It's like
but
and I'm not excusing their actions by any means.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just saying what usually ignites that psychologically, you know, is
for sure.
It can't. It's not always racial with this dude, Bo. It's happened multiple times, and he was never put in the check.
Yeah.
How does it happen that many times? It's like even at like I was having a discussion with one of my friends. It's like, you know, like changing it up, like making them like not so quick to pull their lethal gun. You know, maybe that all cops
Go
should like
non-lethal, right?
like maybe
Well,
lose their
dude.
career for like, you know, 2 years or something if they have to shoot someone or kill someone. Just like, hey, you know, thanks for serving. You had to do this. Sorry. It's like, you know,
It is
and
what
go,
it is.
go get another career. It's like, you
It
know,
is what it
it's
is.
like
Well, they have tasers
whether
and
whether
rubber
you were
bullets
justified
and all of
or
that.
not. It's like, you know, it's like we like.
But
you
this
know,
is-
this is it. You know, I don't know. It's like there has to be something that just deters them from
there
wanting
has to be
pull that.
legislation,
Like, you
for
know,
sure.
they have to be getting the same like rap. They can't be getting less of a treatment when they have more responsibility to hold the law.
Right, and a prime example is and this is the corruption that is behind it, and especially with African Americans, is like, do you remember that Troy cop that shot that dude on Hoosick Street, Randall French, Sergeant Randall French, right? He just recently passed away of COVID, right? And I'm not gonna talk shit on the dude's death, but at the same time, this dude was given immunity by the district attorney's office, right? Like, given immunity, bro. He shot this dude fucking dead, murdered him, right? They made up a fake story about fucking him trying to run him over with the fucking truck, all that other shit. And, like, the Internal Affairs Bureau did their investigation.
I actually was building the building right next to the cop precinct, and I saw the vehicle
Right.
when they brought it in, dude. It was
Really?
It was bad. Yeah, because it's like we were able to look down onto their little, you know, that they have like the hundreds of bikes back there and that
Your
little
little
cage
lot.
fence
Yeah.
that they got. Yeah.
Well, this is what I mean.
I saw the car.
This is what I mean,
I
dude.
was working over on the news.
And it's tough for me because you know, that dude was given immunity, and not only that, so he murders a dude. The Internal Affairs Bureau says, you know what, we determined that everything that you said was a fucking lie. Like a lie, bro. Like, anybody can research this. I've had this argument multiple times with people on Facebook, especially when the dude passed, because they're like prayers and shit, and I'm like, this dude's a fucking murderer. You know what I mean?
Fucking
Like,
killed somebody.
you fucking murdered somebody and lied about it and got immunity, and then it was still given your fucking job. You know what I mean? That shit drives me nuts while this family is mourning still.
Like, you don't want to believe in heaven or hell, but man, sometimes I really wish there was one. You know, it's
Well,
like, or it's like if there is reincarnation.
Well,
dude,
this
that,
is like, I think it was more so the universe working itself out. Like, I think with like, especially, and like I said, I'm not going to talk shit on a dude's death. You know what I mean? Because the loss of human life is shit.
Tragic.
You know what I mean?
It's tragic.
But in this case, like, I mean, it's kind of weird that you contract COVID and pass away after that happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's, like I said, it's almost like balance, dude. You know what I mean?
It's like playing a game of
oh,
basketball.
karma's a real thing. That's
That
undeniable.
is
We
super
could talk about reincarnation. It's like that's an iffy subject, but I know firsthand karma's real and
Yeah,
see it all
you
the
gotta
time
put
and
good
have
vibes out,
experienced
man.
it myself.
You got to
like,
put good vibes out.
It's
You
like,
have
and I
to.
think the more you're aware
what
of
you
it,
get.
the faster karma usually acts.
Oh, for sure.
You know, I've almost noticed like anything that I do when I'm like pissed off at something and acting like an asshole, it's like I instantly something like fucking shitty happens or whatnot. I'm like, yeah. That's what I get. You know, it's like,
Yep.
and
God don't
No,
like ugly.
no,
it's
for
like,
real.
It's like, yeah.
Well,
it's-
yeah.
my
see,
karma gets dealt quick almost because I want it to get dealt quick, so I don't like, you know, go
Let's get it over with.
make it go too far.
Let's
you know?
get this out the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, so I think, you know, with moving forward with everything, how long do you see this in our foreseeable future being an issue? Like, I mean, not the race thing,
I don't
because
know,
that's
man.
going to be
It's
forever.
like,
but
I saw this whole kind of thing like spinning out of control with the whole loss of work and shit after COVID and stuff, and just tension. Just, you know, you could taste it everywhere you go. You can just
Right.
taste it.
It's all built
You
up.
can taste it. You can see it just how people are looking at each other, walking on the streets and shit. Like, you know, there's just people are just looking for a reason to just head for the hills,
for
to
real.
just grab their shit and just
leave.
start like grabbing their piece
The
because there's
fuck
no more
right outta
law.
here.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, and I feel it deep inside, like that that
Listen.
want to
Yeah,
just
I said it
that
to
want
JR.
that want to burn it all down. It's like not. It's like
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to actually burn down
get
business
rid of
and
this
stuff, but
fucking
it's like
facade,
but a
dude.
reset. Just like every time we smoke DMT, it's because we're looking for that mental reset. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We're looking
Yo, that's
for
what I-
that.
yo, what did
the
I tell you?
Like,
Yo.
like the planet needs a DMT trip.
Bro,
like
that's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
That's
It's like
fucking
whatever
I
fucking
say that
sense
shit
that it is.
every
it's
time.
Like, but
It's
it's
a-
like. What the fuck do we know is actually right? Like, how can we say it's like we know right from wrong? It's like
Yeah.
clearly we don't. Society, it's like sucks. It's like such a mess. It's like look, it's
We
like
do need a
we're-
factory
it's
reset,
so,
dude.
It's so messed up. It's like we're fucking sending billionaires like to the fucking space station right now, but we still have like African kids digging up diamonds and fucking Sierra Leone. Like, you know, it's like, and we still have Chinese kids like, you know, putting together all of our iPhones and shit, like, and in
That's
factories and stuff. Like, how can any of us like sleep at night? Like,
Yeah.
talk about complacency. You know,
Bro,
Jesus.
and
it's
let's
like,
go buy them Jordans.
Holy
Let's go buy them
fuck.
fucking Nikes.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Like it's like how anyone can think that we can just keep like
So,
that just want
with that being said,
to keep the status quo.
with that being said, do you think reptilians are running the planet based on fear and greed?
I think that's that's a
It's a David Icke theory, but not because
I don't know if it's literal as it is more just like an archetypal thing, like for
Like
a
figurative.
certain like emotion that these people are basing their actions on, like
Yeah.
that reptilian snake-like attitude
Well,
that's in the back of all of
well,
our
we have-
minds.
well,
like
we
what-
have a reptilian
exactly,
brain, right?
like it comes before. That's why we have a tail and stuff when we're in the womb. Like
Yeah.
it's just part of our evolution, but that came first.
Yeah.
And it's still there, and
Oh, yeah, sure
and
is.
snakes can be deceptive, like naturally, you know what I mean, and very cunning and like slick and move with
Why do you
grains
think
that
there's
like
the term?
yeah,
Move like a
exactly,
snake. Move like a
It's
snake.
exactly, or sharks even,
Yeah.
you know, like because you can even add them into almost like reptile part, like fish and shit, like
Oh,
same
yeah, for
stuff, you
sure.
know what I mean?
Well, but this is what I'm saying
snake-
though. Is
but-
just like with so like
I believe
the
there's
power
snakes,
elite,
you know,
like the power elite. You know what I mean? You, like, and obviously we're just segueing real quick into like into a rabbit hole. You know what I mean? But
fuck it.
That's what, we've
that's
been
what
doing
I
all
mean,
night.
you know. But at the same time, like, so, like, with, these ancient bloodlines, you know what I mean? Like, they've been in control forever. You know what I mean? What do you think about, like, all the presidents being related and then being related back to Charlemagne?
Absolutely, it's like the same way how I felt about like
false freedom
how the
shit.
heck does like what are the odds of George Bush Senior and then like
His son.
two presidents later or two terms later, not even presidents, his son's president. It's like how's
Yeah.
that fucking work?
Yo, then we're at
Like
war.
I mean,
and then we're at war
and
again.
honestly, like
Well, he ponied up for Papa, dude. He went
well,
after Saddam.
George Bush was finishing his father's fucking. Or
Yeah,
George
his
Bush
baby.
Jr. was finishing
it's
his
like
father's fucking
it's
problem.
like you think
You know what
it's like
mean?
I honestly I give Junior a little bit more, I guess, leeway. Well,
Fucking dumbass.
exactly. It's like I don't think
What?
I think he actually thought that we were attacked by Al Qaeda. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like I think he was like just honest to God thought he was doing the right thing, but
Like,
was
he,
getting
like-
advised by all of his fucking
Well,
father's
when he
like,
was
cabinet members.
when he
and
was
All his
reading the
cronies.
fucking when he was reading to the school children.
Well, it's like, but
Dude,
it's
yeah.
like, but he also spends a lot of his own free time, like painting like all the soldiers that have died
Yeah.
because of him and his mistake, and like maybe
Now he
did,
does.
maybe he did find out about that shit though, you know what I mean, and like all like how deep it actually
well,
goes.
did you
and-
see the interview?
Like-
This is kind of another little segue, but did you see the interview that he gave? Like, I can't remember what it was, if it was like 60 Minutes or some shit like that, but he gave an interview saying that, like, with the weapons of mass destruction, that he didn't want to go in.
No, and also about
The
right
military
now, like,
industrial complex pushed that.
and also he's talking about
Yeah,
like
'cause they need the
he-
weapons
like and
sold.
stuff that he said about preparing the nation for like something like COVID and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like he was like, we are not prepared as a nation, and like hopefully like we can like do something about this way before it ever has. It's like
Yeah.
Junior. I don't know. His father, on the other hand, whew,
No, they're all
that's
crooks,
it's
dude.
Like,
They're all
it's
fucking
like
crooks.
absolutely.
liars.
It's like like I said, I give him a little more.
Well, his father was what, the
passage
director of
than
the CIA, right?
Yeah, like Senior. That's
Yeah. It's a whole nother fucking can of worms.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove. All
That's
that
what, but that's
stuff,
what
you
I
know
was
what
saying
mean?
though.
Yeah.
Like with the fucking the ritualistic,
advisors, yeah.
the ritualistic sacrifices and
Right.
shit. Like the fucking, you know what I mean. And then let's get even deeper into it with like Pizzagate and like all that fucking crazy
God,
shit.
yeah.
Like and.
Which
like,
is obvious. It's like don't
what
tell me
the
it's not
fuck?
real when there's literally kids getting ordered up on freaking Epstein Island, Lolita Express. Like these are all things that
really
were
happened.
real. Freaking shit in Canada, like 300 like people getting like tagged for like, dude.
Yo, it's insane, bro.
And it's still getting swept.
This is what I mean.
It's still
Yo,
getting swept.
Yo,
It's
the
like,
Epstein cover-up is going
dude,
the
it's
fucking
like,
distance,
it's like,
bro.
Oh my god, it's like it's.
Dude,
They're going hard to cover that
It's like,
pedophilia shit up for sure.
Jesus, man, it's like, oh, that's what I mean about the whole reset. It's like a society that allows like these kind of things to continue even this far into our own evolution. Like, we're
Word.
no better than we were in Rome.
Yeah.
We're no fucking better.
Yo, just
it's
for
like
real.
we're still just diddling kids and fucking
Yeah.
like letting each other kill each other all day.
all the
And
time. It's fucking disgusting.
We deserve whatever extinction is coming to us.
Yo, for sure, dude.
Or and it's like, but then again, the whole Phoenix Rising thing. It's like, I believe, like
Yeah.
you come out of like some, there's always going to be something to rise out of the ashes that will be better for a time. It's like that whole hard time builds strong men builds good times builds weak men, and the whole cycle keeps continuing. Like,
Yeah. Oh, for sure,
like-
dude. And that's and we're gonna see a lot more of this shit. You know what I mean? Throughout our lifetimes, for sure.
Who
There's
knows
gonna be-
where it's going though? It's like I still believe in an ultimate picture. I just also believe that it takes it takes traumatic experiences to like etch things into a biological.
Oh, for sure. Kate, will you see if there's a piece of paper in that box right there for me? Yeah, dude, it's all a process, dude. It's a learning process. But that's why that's why I kind of asked you about the Buddhist shit, because like their thought process is that you're put in this plane of existence to learn something or to further yourself into it's in that box. It should be there should be like a piece of paper. It's already got writing and shit on it. Yeah, don't worry about making
Right,
it.
but it's
You
like,
know what I mean?
and my thing though, it's like, but then like you have like the structure of the pyramid, which is kind of like an all, is everybody actually meant to be that in tune, like just like the pharaohs, as like a conduit, or is it more, is for other regions, like they're only like a small group of like people in circles that actually are that in tune with it all, that just
elevated.
try to, what is that natural
State of consciousness.
and civilization that we're looking for, that Atlantean, Plato's Atlantis, that archetype that's always kind of there, that we deep down we
The
know that
advanced
works.
civilization.
Where
like
it's
the-
like, dudes aren't ruling because they want to. It's just because, like, but then again, it eventually dies out.
Yeah.
That's what the popes tried doing back, with the whole kings and stuff.
Well, empires
people
always fall.
it's like, it's,
Yeah. We're right. And
whether
we-
Atlantis was real or not, it's just an archetype. It's like what could be perfect
Possible.
for like human, but will cause
Yeah.
something even that awesome to eventually fall.
Well, that's what's crazy. You know what I mean? It's just like any society has that possibility of a collapse. You know what I mean?
They all
and
have.
I think ours
Yeah,
is pushed
I was
to
gonna
the
say, well, which one hasn't?
Yeah.
right. Exactly. You know what I mean? And it's tough, dude, because like where you have, especially these catalysts. You know what I mean? It's fucking.
The trouble is which way are we gonna go? And it's like, as
Right.
far as I see, there's like really just two real options, and it's straight dystopian decay, like in the Fallout game that I've been playing through all of COVID, or
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean, or is it gonna go into some like NWO, and and that is the future, whether it's whether it's benevolent or malevolent, that's the future.
It's a one world order.
That's
dude.
the future, man.
For
It's
sure.
like, and it doesn't. It's like, and it's not that daunting to me. It's really.
It's fucking scary,
like,
dude.
Like how that's
It's
gotta like.
nerve-wracking.
It's like it's
definitely
not. I don't
nerve-wracking.
think it's gonna be a peaceful happening.
Well, this is.
And it's
Well, no, because it's going to be by force, and
that's what I mean,
That's like we're going to have to like legitimately do another American Revolution, dude, to
reset the balance.
not to reset the balance, dude, but to like you would literally
Just
have to do an entire coup.
solidify
Like,
it
you'd
in
have
blood.
to do like Well, what do you do? You fucking kidnap the president? You know what I mean? Like, you can't do shit like that. Like, that's impossible. Like, it's just like, unless you had people that were like down to human being shit. Like, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
No,
Like, it's not even fighting.
It's not even a realistic thought.
It's
You know what I
just-
mean?
yeah.
And then when he calls in the troops and these fucking brainwashed meatheads come through, dude, fucking weaponized. Listen, you're not in the military.
As soon as you shoot one of their own, they hate you.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
you're
for sure.
fucked. Yeah.
yeah,
That's all it takes.
that's all it takes, dude.
all it
And then
takes.
it's wartime, and
Yep.
then now you're
Game
living,
on.
and now we're living in
That's
war
how they're
on the
taught.
streets.
That's just your brother, regardless of like what
Yeah.
you're like.
Well,
Is down there.
they're
you know?
trained to make sure you go home at night.
And that's
protect-
what they've
and
been
protect your
teaching.
guy.
That's what they've
You
been
know what I mean?
teaching them in
Protect
these
your
police
guy.
academies. And that's why
Yeah.
it's getting to this way, them versus us, because that's how they have to think on a battlefield.
That's the
Right.
culture.
You know, it does. It's not about like the whole politics behind
gang
it and
culture,
the oil
bro.
warfare.
It's gang
That's what
culture.
all
Yeah,
those
the
military
the
movies
police
teach
are the
you.
strongest gang in the world.
You know that's
Yeah.
like even back
You
even
know
in
what I'm saying?
in Somalia, like when you watch like Black Hawk Down and stuff, you know they'll say it's not about like them or this or why we're here. You know, it was for the one guy and thought he was doing good, but for like the Delta and stuff, they
Yeah.
have to do fucked up shit all the time. It's not about that. It's just about the rush of you and your brother being there in the moment and defending him and having his back. It doesn't matter what
And
you're
your
going up
fucking
against. You're just
dick
following
is hard
orders.
as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You're so wired for sound, dude,
Yeah.
that you're literally fucking ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
You're
what
ready.
You're looking for. You're looking for.
And that's what I'm talking about. You're all fucking jacked
They're
up on
just
adrenaline,
junkies.
dude.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They're tools. They're
yeah,
tools.
You're
It's
a
like,
machine,
it's like,
dude.
yeah,
You're a
it's like-
fucking
You're
machine.
trained that
And I
way.
respect that almost, being playing
Oh,
all those
don't
games
get it
like as
fucked
an
up.
operator, like absolutely. But
It-
it's like, but not on like a civilian
Yeah.
front. It's like, and even on a war front, it's like that's what.
Well,
like,
my thing about it is, dude, is like I'm still
It's
coming.
tough.
I'm still coming to a conclusion with my thoughts on where I stand supporting our government. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I support the idea of America. You know what I mean? The idea of America. Our government is
absolutely.
shot, but so are the things that we've done. You know what I
our
mean?
globalism, dude.
That's what I'm
it's
saying.
Insane. It's
So
ama-
I can't.
it's-
I can say I feel for the troops that have it in their heart the right way. You know what I mean? But for the dudes that are just like, yo, I just want to go get some action and kill people, like
Right.
I can't stand behind that shit.
Well, yeah, you're in it for the wrong reason.
Well,
Right.
listen, there's some dirty jobs that
No,
need to be done.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And for sure, this illusion of national security, you know what I mean, is like it pushes governments to do things that they shouldn't do. And now all these fucking people over there are radicalizing because
Well, and
we do
there's so
shit
much
like that. You know what
there's
I
so
mean?
much going on that we don't even know about.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's whatever media we can have.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
Well,
to
yeah.
them, they're the rebels,
Yeah.
and we are the globalist like power trying to like suffocate the world with all of our militarism.
democracy.
Which we are.
Yep.
It's like and that's that's like going back to the whole NWO thing. It's like, bro, the chess pieces are all there. It's like. It's just it's literally just a snap of someone's fingers, and who's really gonna contest it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Well, and that's
Who's gonna stand up
at the end
against
of it all,
it?
that's why I'm like saying it's like who's gonna pay for this and that. It's like people don't see the bigger picture. It's like when it comes down to it, and like whoever's behind America is ready for that to happen. Like once China starts really contesting, once Russia starts really contesting, what they have nothing.
Yeah.
Compared to us, they have nothing.
right.
It's like it would be a battle for sure, but not a very long one.
No, it wouldn't. But that's what. But that's what.
And that's it. Who's going to
I
contest
just
America and the NWO that they're imposing on the world at that point?
Yeah, nobody.
Whoever's
It's a
behind
global
the wheel.
system, dude. I
really don't-
And that's
I-
why
I
it's
don't wanna
like
fuck with
honestly,
China.
it's like, and that's why I honestly hate Trump and all his like stupid like fucking
It's
white
fucking
supremacist shit he's been
it's
fronting.
nonsense.
But that's nothing compared to the whole globalist shit still going on with on the
Yeah.
other side. I'm not saying he's even a lesser of an evil. He's a fucking other type of evil.
Yeah.
It's like, and they're just
No, but there's those
like,
people
and they're
that have
clashing.
been.
It's like
there's
your
those-
Anunnaki and your fucking
Yeah.
whatever going at it. Like
Well-
if you want to go on that way, your lizard people and your fucking
Yeah.
monkey people. Like,
Yeah, it's
just
fucking, it's insane, dude. Because there's these globalists, like you said, that have been in bed with this shit for fucking centuries. You know what I mean? Like, look at the shit with the Vatican,
Oh yeah.
the shadow council in the Vatican. Like that shit's been making decisions
All
on
the
the.
kid diddling in the Vatican. Are you
Yo.
fucking kidding me? Like,
Bro.
But this is what
Holy
I'm saying.
smokes.
But
Holy
but
fuck.
but the thing about it is that can't happen without the power structure that it is. You know what I mean? So it's like now you have that concealment because of that organization, dude. You know what I mean? It's so
Right.
fucked up. Like it's crazy, man. But in any event, we're gonna get started wrapping up, dude. Fucking y'all, it was
Absolutely. I hear you.
absolutely a fucking pleasure
I think
to
it
have
was a good time.
both of you guys on, dude, and I would love to fucking do it again anytime you guys want to do it.
For sure.
Dude.
You know, fucking
Molly's
Tom,
here.
For sure.
everybody.
I want this, like, hopefully we don't have to touch too much more on this racial subject. Hopefully it's just talking about improvements the next time we
for
come
sure.
together.
Yeah.
It's like, because I want to hit more on all the crazy stuff we got into, like Rasputin and like the
Yeah.
Russian stuff and like,
Dude,
you know,
well, this is
and
what-
psychic like
Yeah.
advisors, and that was a good topic.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
I want to
listen,
go back and
I wanna-
like
listen,
Blavatsky and Crowley. And,
I want
you know,
you to put a list together, bro.
No, I
and
can't.
just-
There's no
Well, dude,
clearly there's no doing that. It's just wherever the convo takes us.
wherever it goes. No, but we could be a little more.
We could try.
prepared. We
A
could
little
Well,
outline.
dude,
Yeah.
My thing is just give me a list of things
Yeah.
to research.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, and
Holy
whenever,
smokes.
Yeah, dude.
and
Nah,
wherever,
it was.
wherever we're gonna go with it, you know, like
Absolutely.
I'd like to be a little more prepared.
Yeah,
you know?
it was a fucking pleasure, gentlemen, and I appreciate it so much, man, and I'm sure Ray does too. But for anybody listening, man, join us on the next episode of Nonsensical Knowledge. Check out our Twitter page at NK Podcast 2020. If you have any questions or comments, email us at nkpodcast2020@outlook.com. Also, don't forget to stop by the YouTube page and like and subscribe to our page at Nonsensical Knowledge. You guys, we're out of here.
All right. Good
Later,
night, guys.
peace.
Thank
Later,
you.
guys.
Peace.